Well, I woke up on the lobby floor. Yeah, last night was some kind of war. I'm coming down like a waterfall. I check my phone, but you never call. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in the ceiling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. Well, I woke up and saw everything but you next to me. I know that I've been the enemy, but I've had my moment of gravity. Lost in the ceiling, caught up in the ceiling. I can't seem to let it go. Locked in this cage, I've been stuck here for days, and I can't seem to let you go. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Come let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Don't let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. You pull me up and I put you down. You gave me love, then I stole your crown. You let me in, then I pushed you out. Don't let me make up for all these pain. I've been a mess, tied by all these chains. Open my eyes, now I finally see. Shut the key, yeah. Can we be free? You pull me up, yeah. Can we be free? And I put you down.
It's something that you do, but you don't rush. Something that you want, but you need it more. You've got it in your heart, but your mind's blown. You know that you can try, you're getting so close. It's something you can do with your hands. There's something about the way you evolve. It's hard for them to understand. Just keep on playing to your song. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel your heart dancing with the whole world? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel your heart dancing with you?
Hello. Welcome to a bonus stream. We're going to be vibing out tonight for a little bit before Morgan goes live, just playing some Power Wash Sim. I don't know. I've missed this game a lot, so I just wanted to play a little bit more of it. I saw Cole mention earlier when I was just getting everything set up in the background that I'm a madman for 2 bonus streams this week. I honestly, I haven't, like, been taking that much time off streaming, which has been kind of nice. I've been having a lot of fun just doing bonus streams here and there a little bit earlier in the day just to vibe out with. It's time to wash. It sure is. Very excited to get back to some power wash, and it's just a chill game, you know? It's like easy to just throw into the rotation whenever I feel like it. So very excited to, I think that we're still working on one of the carnival rides, so that should be pretty fun. But we're going to be doing power wash here today. Tomorrow I have to go meet my mom for her birthday to just do a quick celebratory dinner with her. And then when I get back at night, hopefully I will be able to do some like Final Fantasy or something like that. I have no idea. We'll figure it out though. As long as you're having fun, then throw all the streams our way. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, again, like, I'm being very careful this year not to hit the point of burnout that I hit like last year and in like 2020 and stuff like that. Obviously, a lot of extenuating circumstances going on with those, so this year's already been a little bit different, but when I feel up to it, I'm going to toss in bonus shit now and then. Why not? I haven't been really like super active on YouTube the way that I had planned to be, so I might as well do a little bit more of the live content. So very, very excited. Very, very excited for some power wash time. So yeah, very, very much so. Linthari, damn, thank you for the full year.
I've been here for a year and wishing Gerbmom a happy
Gerbamom.
birthday.
Thank you so much. I appreciate. I like that Justin reads the little like emoji face. It's like carrot. Thank you so much, Linthari, for a full year. Congrats on evolving into a Jolteon badge. Well, I put myself on screen here. Guys, let's get a little bit of hype here in the chat for a full freaking year. Congrats on evolving. Johnny, what's up? Good to see you here. Super nice to see you. Know that you can't make all the streams, so it's always good to see you here in chat. Fizzy, hello, hi. Welcome to everyone joining. Hello, hello, hello. Again, we're just going to be vibing out, doing some power washing tonight. Nothing super crazy or anything, just trying to get a little bit of progress going in the game. Especially because we just, I know this is silly, but we just unlocked the Pro Washer, the like most powerful tool in the game. So I'm so excited. Very, very excited. So, yeah. Today I opened Stardew Valley. Okay, I see. I mean, listen, here's the thing. You did that to yourself, Cole. You did it to yourself. So, you know, it just do be like that sometimes. You set yourself up for those surprises. Hopefully you enjoy living with your sins. Bean the Bean, hey, good to see you here. Welcome. Joseph, yo, what's up? Insert reuse of old I am now here joke. What's up, Sarah? Actually, this time you're not so late, though, so it kind of would have worked. Because we just started the stream, like, a few minutes ago. I was listening to music and setting up shit behind the scenes for, like, 5 minutes, so... You're actually... This is the one time it would have worked! What's up with that, Sarah? Come on, we gotta get our, like, mental psychic sync, you know, going here. So, yeah. Yo, Max, what's up? Good to see you. Cammy, hello. Hello, everyone joining. Ecto, hey! It's always so nice to see you here. Good to see you. Welcome. Very, very excited. I cannot wait to... What the fuck? Who is writing to me right now? Sport! Oh my god, what the... Sport! Thank you very, very much, Sport. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Good God, especially after last night.
Cheers, love.
Thank you very, very much. I'm fuming at stupid people protesting, so you get the not funny joke. Got it. Okay, well, you know what? Thanks for saving your reserves for me at the very least. I'm sorry that, like, yeah, there's so much noise going on in the world of, like, dumb people being jerks, right? Linthari, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Again, no more for you. Oh my god, I've been cut off from bits. Holy shit. I appreciate that a lot, Sport. Seriously, you've gone above and beyond when it comes to supporting this channel. Oh my god, Linthari, thank you very, very much for the gifted sub as well. What is going on? We just started up here. Again, this is a bonus stream. Punishment code. If you're here, please make sure you're saying thanks. Enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Seriously. Y'all want to hear my whack as hell good news because it's wild as hell? Ecto, we always want to hear whack as hell good news, especially if it ends up being good news. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing well. I was just explaining to chat a second ago, Alicia, that I'm very much monitoring my mental health this year to make sure that I don't burn myself out like I've done in previous years. So when you see me do a bonus stream, it's because I've just been having such a good time doing streams, but also I just feel well enough that like I'm like, yeah, it's go time. I can do another stream right now. It'd be kind of fun to do. So very much looking forward to just vibing out with the community, doing some power washing tonight. Thank you seriously again to all the support already. We again just started like 10 minutes ago. Just news. Oh no. Almost had to call the cops on someone at work today for not showing us his vaccine. Oh no. I'm so sorry if people are being like shitty directly to your face about that kind of thing. And then like in your defense, you know, they are technically endangering a lot of people by doing that kind of shit. It's so annoying. Gonna be in a Youngblood music? What? Ecto? What? Okay, well, I hope that it's fun. I hope that you're compensated for that as well, because, like, that's one of those things where, like, Youngblood should have the money for that. But that's awesome. That's wild. Just stepped in to do a bit and run here. Well, Sport, you are always appreciated. Thank you so much for doing that. That seriously means a lot that you want to support the stream, even if you can't stick around. Circa, yo, what's up? It's been a while. Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Always nice to see you in chat here. Yeah, that is incredible news, though, Echo. Yeah, actually, if people have good news, feel free to drop some in the chat. Would love to read some of those before we get vibing here with Power Wash. Again, normally I wouldn't be streaming at this hour. Normally I wouldn't be streaming this day, but it's Morgan's stream day. So decided to fit a little bit of extra community time in before we went, or she goes live later. Who is? Give me 1 second. I'm in a group chat and we just added a couple new people and my phone is exploding right now. People are just flying off the handle writing stuff. So, yays. All right. Any good news in chat? Drop it right now. Would love to read your good news out loud, and then we're gonna get washing. It's been a while. Haven't been able, but been having to sleep early for work. Hey, no problem at all, Circa. It's just one of those things, you know. You got your priorities. You got your things you have to take care of. Totally understandable. I appreciate that you've made any time for our community at all. Seriously. 1 week on HRT as of today. Very good news. Very, very good stuff. Making crappy V-Day cards for my friend. Need a good raccoon pun? Let's see here. Maybe something dealing with, like, sorting through the trash. I don't know. Like, I pieced together this card from all the things that reminded me of you, and then it's a raccoon in a trash can. That would be mean, actually. Holy shit. As far as I know, it's not paid. Interesting. I'm so torn about when celebrities do that kind of stuff. It's awesome that you get to do that, though. That's a cool way to immortalize, like, your support of an artist, though. I mean, so as long as you are getting something out of it, I guess that's all that matters at the end of the day. I'm sure you're gonna also have to probably, like, sign some waivers and stuff. Gonna live in a really nice apartment on campus next year. Awesome, Aphelion. That is awesome. Super nice and close to campus, and the closets are huge. Hell yeah. Love a good living space upgrade. Good news, I'm going to a concert tomorrow. I just got out of the shower after touching up my hair dye. My hair is pink right now. It's very cool. Yo, pink hair sounds dope. Have fun at the concert. This card might be trash, but you are not. I like that one, Sarah. Yeah, that one's pretty good. It's sort of along the same lines, except, like, not a dunk on your friend accidentally. Good news, finally found a stable job that has health insurance. Huge win right there. In a field I love. Great timing, as I just found out. Oh my god, Veen! You just... actually, to be fair, I broke my foot years and years ago when I was a teenager. Excuse me. When I was a teenager, and I just thought it was like a sprain before I was forced to go get an x-ray, so... I guess I've been there as well. I'm glad that you have health insurance now, though, to help you out with that. I'm so sorry that you broke your foot. Wishing you a swift recovery here. Good news, day after hysterectomy, my grandma brought me a big bag of chocolate. What a nice grandma. Molly J, good to see you here. Welcome. Nettles Marie, hello as well. Good news, going to a cat cafe tomorrow, see all the kitties. Oh my god, that's what Morgan and I should do. We were just talking about stuff. We were like, what should we do that would, like, be socially distanced, like, COVID safe right now, And I know that they're like, we've been meaning to go to a cat cafe, and cat cafes, like, you can like book like little private sessions as well. So like maybe we'll do that. That'd be cute as hell. That sounds fun. It's really, really cool. Oh, wow, Ecto, that's wild. Well, congrats to you for being selected. Good news for me, I officially have a significant other. Johnny, let's go! Hell yeah! I love that. That's so cute. That's so wonderful. Yo, that is excellent news. My birthday's tomorrow. Mushroom Megan, if we are live tomorrow, we will all wish you a happy birthday. Otherwise, happy early birthday to you. I'm actually tomorrow going to be meeting up with my mom quick for a celebratory birthday dinner with her. And then hopefully I'll be able to stream when I get back. Good news, I've been super motivated to work on everything lately and remember to take a day for rest. House of Man, proud of you. Not only are you productive, but you're recognizing when you just need to take a step back and like give yourself a little me time, a little bit of self-care. We love that. That is an excellent balance. We're so happy for you. Very good stuff. Very cool. Very, very awesome. Yes, chat, thank you so much for all the early birthday wishes to Mushroom Megan. Megan, I hope that it's just like super chill or super excited, whatever you're looking forward to. I know me personally, when it comes to birthdays these days, I like to just keep it low key. I've sort of been this way since I was a kid. So however you want to celebrate it, I hope that you're able to in a way that makes you feel fulfilled and happy and appreciated the way that you deserve to be. Otherwise, again, you know, if you decide to stop by stream, we'll all make sure that we wish you a happy birthday. Those of you who don't know, by the way, last night we did a cosplay stream, so if you want to watch the VOD of that, that is up here on Twitch, and you are able to watch the cosplay stream of me dressed up as Brianna. It's the first time I've done it in about 2 months, so it was cool to be back doing that again. Had a lot of fun with it. Good news, I literally have to survive 2 more weeks of school till my reading week, and that means I'm halfway done with the semester from hell. Halfway done. I mean, that's a lot of freaking progress. That's awesome, Sarah. Good job. Mads, what's up? Good to see ya. Hello, hi. Welcome, welcome. I will for sure watch the VOD on that. Yeah, Morgan did, again, a fantastic job with my hair and my makeup. We took a bunch of photos afterwards, so those of you who are on Fan House, you'll be getting bonus edited photos soon from that photo shoot. It was a little bit more awkward this time. I think I'm just out of practice. Morgan and I were talking about it a lot. Like, I do so well on live video. Like, I obviously have, like, a background in, like, acting and stuff like that, and that's always been super fun. And I'm very comfortable on camera in that way. But as soon as it's, like, still photography of me, I'm like, she's like, smile and pose, like, naturally. And I'm like, and it doesn't matter, like, how pretty I feel in the moment or anything. I just, like, I am fucking stiff. Like, she tried to have me, like, pop my hip out for, like, a cute picture with, like, attitude. And good God, I don't have hips or something. I don't know. Like, I bend like I'm a fucking Lego, like, mini figurine. Sophie, good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. It's been a while. I hope you've been well. Last night was so fun. I had a blast last night. Last night was not only, like, ridiculous amounts of support. Like, God, Jesus, there was, like, I checked, like, what happened on stream last night. People donated, like, $100 of bits. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, for me dressing up in makeup and stuff? Oh, my God. But then we also, we just had a lot of people there, like, vibing out and having fun while I, like, played Stardew Valley and had Morgan on stream, like, just chilling. I'm good, just working a lot. Hey, rise and grind, gamer. Speaking of Morgan, why are the both of you bad influences on me? I walked out of Barnes & Noble with a new tarot deck and witchy book, as well as the Final Fantasy VII book I showed you. What can I say? We're influencers. We're influencers, and that's just the way that it's always going to be, right? Influencing you to make bad decisions. I'm sure that Morgan will love to hear that later tonight if you stop by her stream. Again, I'm only going to be streaming for like a little bit here before Morgan goes live. And then we're obviously going to do our raid over to her community after the stream's over, so you can check out what she's up to. But make sure that you go and you support my wonderful partner as well. Last night's stream would not have been possible without her. She is just a fantastic influence on my life, a fantastic support system. I always feel so beautiful when I get to dress up and everything and basically like present as Brianna and just do goofy shit on stream. Like, I can't believe this is my life. Last night was amazing. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm so glad, Molly J. Like, last night I had a lot of fun. I think the chat was doing a good job of keeping what the mods and I set down as, like, sort of boundaries and guidelines when it came to, like, people spamming chat with, like, overused jokes and being annoying and stuff. And I feel like chat was moving a lot faster as a result. Everyone felt like they were getting, like, a chance to talk, which was really nice. Linthari, thank you for those bits. It's because we love it here, and that's why we show you love through donations. That's so sweet. Seriously, I hope that people know that regardless of if you're making donations or not, your time is a donation. You're donating time. That is a limited resource you have in life. I walked out of a store last weekend without the tarot deck I wanted, and then the same one showed up at Barnes & Noble today. They had exactly one left. I had to. I mean, sometimes it's just meant to be, right? Sometimes there's that tug, and you're like, fuck, I need to go do that. I need to get that thing. I need to treat myself. My aunt was my engagement photographer. She told me to act normal. That is the exact opposite thing you should tell me if you want me to act normal. Right, like, eventually I sort of loosened up because, like, Morgan put on some, like, music, and we did, like, some, like, weird fun, like, I had, like, props and stuff, and I don't know, we took a bunch of fun ones. There's a few that ended up pretty cute, so we're going to be editing those and putting them up on the fan house as well. Are you doing Power Wash Sim? Yeah, we will be doing Power Wash Sim here in a second. I know you haven't been here in a while, but we normally do just chatting for a while here in the beginning, just to vibe with the community and get a feel of, like, what we do. I'm about to drive home, so I'll hopefully be there before you're finished. Yeah, Hannah, we'll be live for, like, for a couple hours here. Just got a giant Eevee plush. Oh, cute! Love that a lot. Can't tell if that was an almost burp and an almost cry. Things I ask myself every day. Things I am regularly confused about the noises that my my body makes, you know? Hello, Roxy in a jar. Hello, hi, welcome. Hello to everyone joining in. I know, again, this is like an atypical day and time for me to stream, but I've been having a blast. I was telling early chat here that I've been having so much fun streaming. Like, I just like to fit in these bonus streams every now and then because I've been having a good time with it. Despite all the super busy things I have going on behind the scenes right now, I am very much trying to monitor my burnout level this year, like, a lot more seriously than I have in previous years, so I don't hit that wall, and I'm always making things that I enjoy. And again, I haven't been as active over on YouTube recently, so I figure, why not do a little bit more live content? We'll do it live. We'll have some fun, you know? So, yeah. Oh no! I'm so sorry, Mads, that you're feeling dizzy. I hope that you start feeling better a little bit soon here. I hope that just vibing out with the community will help you out. Maybe, I don't know, water, blood sugar stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like, sometimes, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm dizzy. I just remembered I haven't, like, eaten in, like, 9 hours. So sometimes stuff like that, like, I just have to remind myself of. I drink a lot of water as well, as you guys know. Sometimes early stream is nice. I've been talking about trying to do more EU-friendly streams for a while now, and it's just, like, one of those things that, like, I feel bad because for years and years and years, obviously I was dealing with my own shit, and this isn't, like, a great excuse, but it is, like, the truth of the matter. There's just so much goddamn, like, noise going on in my life right now that, you guys know I'm very open about my therapy journey and everything like that. But there's just, like, a lot of things that I had to deal with previous years where I'd make all these, like, promises and then I would not follow through on them. And I know that is something that, like, people in the community have been regularly disappointed by. And the reason I know that is it's the internet, and someone always has feedback of some sort. Sometimes unsolicited. But in these cases, they were valid criticisms. And it's just something I don't want to do in 2022. I want to, like, follow through and do a little bit more. I want to try to, like, do the earlier streams when I can and just, like, vibe out with as many people as I can. I don't want to exclude an entire part of our community, our fan base, from being able to access what we do. So, yeah. Electrolytes, maybe? That's what screws me over. Yeah, I always keep, like a sports drink on hand as well, just for those moments. Lower back pain, gang. Oh, God. Morgan's with you on that one. Happened last weekend, too. It's just been happening all day. Maybe something to talk to the doctor about. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm glad that you can, you at least have, like, it's not good that you have consistency, but it's something that's happening frequently enough that you'll be able to describe it in detail to your doctor, hopefully. I do have to go back to editing. Good luck with the editing. Thank you so much for dropping by. I hope that you're able to drop by Morgan's stream as well. Thank you so much for supporting her. I love her. Red Gatorade is my best friend. Same, except a controversial, divisive pick, but I'm a big fan of like the lemon lime. We had this talk the other day here in chat, and people were getting pretty intense about like the best Gatorade flavor. Wish my computer wouldn't randomly disconnect from the Wi-Fi. It is such a bummer when Wi-Fi, or I guess like Wi-Fi cards do that, Wi-Fi adapters. My mom deals with vertigo, so I'm thinking maybe I've developed it too. Morgan has vertigo. It is wild. Sometimes like she'll just be walking. We'll be walking through a store, and she'll be like, "Whoa." I'm suddenly incredibly, like, off balance and, like, dizzy and shit. I've had to, like, support her before because, like, her vertigo gets so bad. It's nuts. The stores around me have really bad shortages of sports drinks. Yeah, same here. Like, I mean, supply chain issues are still, like, a big thing all across the board. Yellow and blue Gatorade are the best. I mean, those are good picks. I fully endorse that, honestly. Like, it's one of the best ones. So, yeah. I've tried the lemon lime. It tastes like pee. I think maybe you got pranked pretty hard by a, like, I don't know, a cis white male YouTuber from, like, 2014 with their prank channels. Vertigo's the worst. I get an episode of it every month, and it knocks me out all day. God, it's terrible. I'm so sorry you have to deal with that. Morgan deals with it all the time. We've talked about it a couple times here. Like, you know, she is someone who is very familiar with chronic illness. She has a number of them that interfere with her day-to-day life. Fatigue has been the big thing that's been hitting her. She has a lot of fatigue-related chronic illnesses. So she's been trying to handle that, which isn't great. Like the icy white flavor, whatever that is. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. I honestly... I think Glacier, maybe? Or is that the light blue one? I don't really remember. Hot take, all Gatorade is gross. That's fair, Avery. That is 100% fair. You know, it's one of those things where, like, I sometimes drink Gatorade, and I'm like, you know, I can see why people hate this. I drink it mainly just for the electrolytes every now and then. Prefer Powerade? Yeah, I'll drink Powerade every now and then. Like, I'm not picky. I'm not, like, brand loyal. So I'll just drink whatever's on sale. Whichever one's the cheapest at the time is what I buy. So that's the way that I do things. Glacier something? Okay, yeah. So I wasn't wrong. Not expecting a stream today? I mean, here's the thing. Georgie, I'm sorry that you're dealing with the time of the month. It do happen. I am someone who doesn't normally do that many bonus streams, but I wanted to change that this year whenever I'm feeling up to it. So... yeah, even though today is normally not a day I would do a stream, this is not normally the time I'd be going live. It's a little bit earlier than we're all used to. I'm excited to play some Power Wash. I'm excited to just vibe out with you guys. I'm very, very excited about that. I get the little mini packets of it and keep them in my bag, so help. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, Propel. Yeah, I actually, Veen, I moved away from like traditional Gatorade a while ago and started buying Propel because I enjoyed the flavor of it a little bit more. So, and it has like, yeah, the same sort of like electrolyte benefits and everything. So, yeah. I don't drink Gatorade, but it was my favorite thing to stock because it went up so easy. I got through it so quickly. That's a good reason to like something, honestly. If you're like, oh man, when I had to stock shelves at my job, that was one of the companies that like packaged their shit in a way that made it easy to put away. That's totally fair. My dad bought Gatorade powder to the airport. Oh, brought Gatorade powder to the airport and got his bag inspected because it's a white powder. I think I've shared this story like a long time ago, but back when Morgan and I were traveling like a shit ton, back in like 2018, like 2017, 2018, when we were going to like every single convention, when we were traveling all over the country to see friends and stuff. Very pre-pandemic behavior. We're going through the airport TSA, and they you know had me in the like body scanner where you have to T-pose in it or whatever so that they can like scan you, and they pulled me out of it and they were like, "Can you please step to the side here, sir?" And I was like, "Oh no, what happened?" And they were like, can you please empty your pockets? And I was like, oh, I already took out, like, my keys. I already took out, like, my credit cards. I already took out, like, my phone and everything. Like, what do you mean? And I, like, was feeling around, and I was like, oh, my God, I have, like, a bunch of paper in my back pocket because, like, I had a bunch of receipts from random purchases that I had just kept in my back pocket. And I pulled them out, and they, like, put them in a little dish, and then they, like, scanned them. And they had, like, this, like, crazy little light they were, like, putting over it and waving over it and stuff. And they were, like, apparently, like, one of the other security people came over and was, like, explaining to me what they were doing. And they were like, we have to, like the scanner detected a powder in your pocket that may or may not contain a chemical that's used in bombs. And I was like, fuck. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, those are just receipts. They're just receipts. I've just, I've been to, like, Walmart and Target and stuff, and I just, like, put the receipts, like, absentmindedly in my pocket. There's nothing like that in there. And they were like, yeah, there was just, like, but because there's, like, 20 receipts in my pocket because I, like, just hadn't emptied my pocket to throw them away, the residue had apparently, like, built up in my pocket, and they thought I was, like, a terrorist threat. And I was like, fuck. So, like, because they, like, detected those compounds, those, like, chemicals. So ever since that, and fortunately, they were just like, okay, yeah, this is all a misunderstanding. Make sure you empty everything out of your pockets next time you come through. Like, throw these the fuck out. When your ADHD makes you a bomb threat, yeah, 100%. It was, like, fucking insane, honestly. Magspie, hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. But it was one of those moments, I was like, I never would have thought about this in, like, a million years, that this would have been something like the TSA is looking for. So, heads up, if you're someone like me who just forgot to, like, throw away receipts in your pocket, like, not a good thing to travel with. National threat booty receipts. The receipts for the booty. But yeah, it was just one of those things. I was like, fuck, I should never do that again. And since that day, I always make sure to empty out anything in my pockets. Like, I throw out the receipts, like, in the trash can, like, before we even get to the airport, because I'm, like, so paranoid there's gonna be, like, residue in my pocket that they're gonna, like, trace amounts detected of, like, anthrax or bomb chemicals or whatever the hell they were looking for. But it was nuts. Yeah, empty pockets to not be a bomb threat. Very, very, yes. Write that down right now. Need to tell this to my aunt who hoards every receipt ever. Yeah, so I'm the same way, Cole, because, like, I'm like, if there's something wrong with my product or whatever, I want to return it. Like, and then I just, like, forget to take it out of my back pocket, I've had to have my carry-on open because I had a new bag of feminine pads and makeup remover wipes. That's weird. That's a very weird one. Morgan's never gotten dinged for that kind of thing before. Or me, because sometimes I pack a lot of her stuff in my suitcase as well. Yes, lint. Yeah, apparently, I don't know, maybe this is something that, like, they don't do anymore, but like I said, like, some receipt material apparently created the panic. It was detected on their, like, no-fly list of, like, substances, and I was like, that's not great for me. I don't like it. Get pulled aside every time I go through TSA since I wear an insulin pump. I can't go through the scanners. They also swab my hands every time to make sure I'm not secretly hiding explosives in my pump. Yeah, it's wild. Also, it's not all TSA is, like, the same. Like, I've been to some places where it is so lax, and they do, and something that I wouldn't be able to, like, leave my like, the Rochester airport, like, doing, like, they're fine with. Like, some places make you keep your shoes on. Some people make you take them off. Some people don't care. It's just really wild. Brianna, thank you so much for continuing your sub from Ina. So kind of Ina to gift you with a full year subscription. Thank you so much for the 4th month of that. 14 months total for you in this community as a sub. Appreciate you a ton. Wouldn't hiding explosives in your insulin pump kill you? Right, yeah, you'd think, but at the same time, I understand, like, there's like the whole, like, machinery, I guess, idea. It is kind of just silly, though, when it comes to certain things. Like, I always feel bad for anyone, like, in a wheelchair who gets, like, pulled aside and they have to, like, scan the whole wheelchair and make sure they're not, like, sitting on an explosive device or something fucking weird. I don't even know. At the end of the day, I guess they're trying to do their job, but it's also just, like, a weird a weird thing that you see. And those of you who are not old enough to remember, like, 9/11 and, like, what caused sort of the upswing in airport security to begin with is just, like, I don't know. It's wild to see how much the world has changed since then as a boomer such as myself. So, I don't know. JFK TSA scares me. I've been through once and they screamed at me and I never want to go back. Well, you would have to go through customs too, so I can imagine it's doubly concerning and weird because you flying in from Canada, I'm assuming, is just like a whole process. Because I've flown to Toronto from like Rochester, from like JFK or whatever, and it's always like very, very confusing, I guess, going through customs and having to do like they have those like kiosk screens you have to like punch all your info in on and like scan your passport and stuff. It's wild, the technology. I was expecting LAX to be stricter than MCI, but I didn't have to take off my shoes. Yeah, LAX is like weirdly one of the easiest airports to get through TSA. Just as an airport, I fucking hate it. It is like just flying into it is okay, although getting picked up at it is a nightmare. Flying out of LAX is just terrible. JFK too, though. JFK and LAX are up there competing for like my least favorite fucking airport. I was flying between Australian cities in 2017 and going through security, started taking off my shoes and belt, and they asked if I was American before saying I didn't have to do that. Yeah, exactly. Like Canadian like TSA stuff, like same thing is. I've been through like the Mexican TSA as well. It's wild what they do in Mexico. I don't know if they still do this because I just haven't traveled in such a long time now. But like flying into Mexico, what they do is you land in Mexico and you're going through customs. You go through TSA. And you're supposed to. They have like a button. It looks like this sort of Staples. That was easy button. Just this red button, and you hit it. And it's supposed to, like, just randomly select who gets... Because they do random selection there. It doesn't profile you. It's nothing like that. It's just, like, you hit the button, and then it will, like, blink red or not. And if it, like, doesn't, like, you're fine. And then if it does, they pull you aside and search through all your bags. But outside of that, like, that's their system. It's just a randomized button. It's really very different. It's really interesting. I remember 9/11, I was stuck in school until nearly 8, and we didn't find out my brother was safe until late that night. Yeah, I mean, that was a world-changing event. It was just insane, honestly. Bubble Juice, what's up? Good to see you here. Mexico does random selection. America does yeah, in quotes, random selection. Right. It's just wild. It's just super, super wild. Getting picked up at LAX, my aunt had me go up to departures instead of... So, funny story related to that, Max. That is so funny. So Ethan and I had a friend back in the day, and we had gone to San Antonio for PAX South, and Ethan was the last one to arrive, and he was flying into the airport, and our other friend was like, "Oh, I'll go pick you up at the airport." And Ethan was like, "Thanks, that's awesome. Hey, Rune, what's up? Good to see you here." And apparently, so the friend arrived at the airport and was like, so where are you? You said you were at gate like B1. And Ethan was like, I am at gate B1. Like, where are you? Like, I'm standing right on the curb at B1. Where the hell are you? And the friend was like, I'm at B1. I'm at departures B1. And Ethan was like, hold on one second. You're at departures B1? Why would you be at departures B1 when I am here at arrivals B1? And the guy was like, our friend was like, why would you be at arrivals B1? You're departing the airport, so aren't you supposed to be at departures? And we had to explain to him that departures is going, arrivals is arriving at. Like, it was like banging her head against a brick wall. The same trip, this same friend was with me in the hotel. We both had to run back to the hotel to grab something, like in the middle of the convention. And we were standing, our hotel room that we were all sharing was on like the second floor or something like that. And he hit the up arrow on the elevator. And I was like, dude, I was like, why did you hit the up arrow? I was like, yeah, sure, it brings the elevator, like, to us regardless of where it is, but why are you hitting the up elevator? And he's like, well, the elevator's on the ground floor, so it brings it up. You have to hit the up arrow to bring the elevator up. And I was like, you click the direction you want to go, dude. You click the direction once you're in the elevator, you want to go. Why would you do that? Now we're going to have to go up to, like, the, like, 7th floor or something. Or, like, why did you do that? And then no one else got on the elevator, and because of the way that the hotel elevator system was, it sent us, like, up and then all the way back down. Yeah, same friend. There's a lot of explaining to do there. So, that's something I do for real. How does this dude exist? I don't know. It was one of those things where, like, Ethan and I, like, to this day, talk about it and make jokes about it because we're like, how the fuck? How did this happen? How did all of this happen all at the same time? I'm pretty sure it was that same trip. It might have been the year before or after where we were at an all-you-can-eat buffet. And obviously, like, it's called an all-you-can-eat buffet. And the server, like, came by and, like, gave us our, like, plates and silverware and was like, you guys can go up whenever you want and grab, you know, the buffet's open, just grab whatever you want. And Ethan and I, like, stood up to, like, go take our plates up and, like, get some, like, buffet food. And he, like, was sitting there, like, looking at us confused. And we're like, dude, what's going on? And he was like, so how does this work? Do I, like, wait till the server comes back and tell him what to grab me from the buffet? And then do I have to, like, pay for extra servings? And we were like, dude, he literally just explained this. Like, it's all you can eat buffet. You stand up and you go and you grab the buffet food and then you sit down and you eat it. That's all you have to do. That's literally all you have to do. That's all you have to do. It was a wild trip. That's all I got to say. It was a wild, it was a wild time. Having to explain a lot of different things to him. It was very, very just, it was, yeah. That's only how elevators work at Katsukan, where if you want to catch an elevator at all, you need to go up to go down, or down to go up. It's so confusing. There's no way this is a real adult person. It was a real adult person. It was a real adult person. Ethan and I do not keep in touch with him anymore, but he, again, real adult person. I'm gonna head out. Molly J, take care. Thanks so much for chilling with us. How is he real? I hope he's doing well wherever he's at right now. But he certainly the source of a lot of good stories. All right, guys. Since I don't have that much time with you tonight, we're gonna get going with Power Wash. So we're gonna be vibing out with some good old spraying. Gonna be spraying the good water on the bad dirt, washing away all of your sins, chat. So let's get ready for more power washing sim. Love this game. It's gonna just be a chill, laid back bonus stream today. So reminds me of the elevators that move constantly. Like you have are they like a subway train where you have a limited amount of time to like get on them and then they're just like constantly in cycle? Because that's wild to think about. Going up presses down. At Katsukan, the elevators get so busy that you will rarely catch one going the direction that you need unless you wait for like an hour. So you just catch whatever elevator you can regardless of direction. Oh, okay. So just like that. Yeah, like Megspie was just describing. That's wild. Wash away all of my sins. This might take a while. Yeah, Rune, I'm aware of so many of your sins, so that's actually pretty accurate. But now we have the Pro Washer, so maybe it's going to be a little bit faster. We will clean your soul. You will be saved. You will be able to experience salvation because of this stream. Just for you. The little mischievous smile. Rune, listen, we've known each other for so long. I know the things that you've done. Brookie, yo, what's up? Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. Welcome. Always nice to see you here. Oh, yeah, listen to the power. That's real power washing right there. Power being the main adjective here. God, I love this game. It's so nice. It's so good for my brain. Oh, it sounds good. It's called a paternoster? Wait, the elevators that constantly move are called paternosters? I've never heard that phrase in my life. That's wild. You learn something new. This is the #1 edutainment stream, guys. You learn something new every time. Water. Yeah, drink some water brand water, guys. Hi, peeps. I'm home in one piece. I'm so glad that you were able to get home safe and sound. I had your stream audio playing. Is that airport elevator friend okay? I don't know. I'm not really friends with them anymore. Again, there's someone who came and went out of Ethan in my life, but I hope that, honestly, I do hope that he's doing well. It was an absolute marvel to try to like figure out how he thought though sometimes. This game would be great for ASMR streams. I mean, that's basically what these end up being, you know? I just got notified that my resub did its auto-pay thing, but I can't actually show the resub. What the hell? That's strange. Well, thank you so much for the resub. Appreciate that a lot. Just cut my hair because I didn't want to do calc, and it's terrible and kind of good at the same time. I'm dying. Well, maybe as it grows out, you'll be able to touch it up, and it will be all good or something like that. I gotta have Morgan, like, do another trim on my hair to sort of clean things up. It grew out a little bit uneven, which is not her fault. It's just, like, my hair is just wild. So I do want to get it touched up sometime soon. I'm glad that there's some of it to work with, though, that's, like, good still. Ethan needs to release some merch. I can't wait to get my hands on a Girbeagly shirt. Wait, what? Ethan needs to release Girbeagly merch? Is this what's being implied? I think I might have read this wrong. I think I'm, like, having a little bit of a bad brain... Or not bad brain day, a confused brain day. Oh my gosh. They came in and went kind of like an elevator. Wow, wow. Oh my gosh. Sometimes if you refresh, the resub shows. Oh yeah, that's worked for me a couple times as well. Sorry, those were separate. Oh, okay. I was like, wait. Ethan and I have talked a couple times about making merch together. We still have the idea. Those of you who know some of our old school memes, we used to call ourselves the Breakfast Boys because he goes by Egg Boy. My nickname for him is Egg Boy, and then obviously the internet calls me Bagel or Bagel Boy a lot. So we were thinking of potentially making a Breakfast Boys line of merch at some point. But it might happen still. It could happen. I don't know. I can't say that it won't happen, but I can't guarantee that it will either. Cookie Bear, what's up? Good to see ya. Ethan copywriting Gerb merch? Oh my god. I would sue him so freaking hard. He'd get DMCA'd to hell. It would be so funny, actually. Mobile Twitch is heckin' stupid. I closed out the app and reopened it. And oh, yeah. Mobile Twitch. That's a pretty well-known glitch on mobile Twitch, unfortunately. Mobile Twitch is just such a mess. I'm so sorry to any of you who have to use mobile Twitch to view streams. It's just still not a very friendly user experience. But yeah, it's... Ethan hasn't released merch in a while. I think he's just, you know, more focused on tour at the moment. So, you know, it is what it is. You get what bits of him he's able to commit to, and that's just sort of how it is with content creation, you know? So, but if you end up getting my merch, thank you very much. That's super nice of you. A lot of people have been buying it the past couple months. I really appreciate you guys a ton. Bagel plus egg equals bagel. Yeah, we were thinking about doing, like, some really cute designs for it of, like, little, I don't know, we haven't, like, nailed it down yet, but we were thinking of doing, like, little cute chibi versions of ourselves, like playing with each other and, like, jumping around, or maybe, like looking over the top of, like cartoon bagels that are, like, really big, or eggs or whatever, and silly stuff like that. Like, we were thinking of, like, making, like, really cute collab merch at some point. Just haven't really had, like, it's not very high up on the priority list, honestly. Sweatpants are so freaking comfy. Circa, I'm so glad that you like our sweatpants. The joggers that we made are awesome. Like, honestly, the joggers from my merch drop, my most recent merch drop, the comfiest pants I own. Right now, mine are in the wash. I'm not able to wear them, and I'm so sad. They're, oh my god, I was living in them for a while. They are so nice. Genuinely so nice. I forgot I got paid. Hell yeah. Always a nice surprise when you see the bank account numbers going up. Cactus Prince, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It is merch time. I hope that what you want is in stock. A lot of it is sold out. I tried to give people the heads up about, like, the beanie. I literally think we have one beanie left. I think we have one beanie left. And I don't know when the next wave of those will happen after this one gets printed and shipped and everything. And I'm pretty sure we only have 2 pairs of sweatpants left in the whole warehouse. So, pretty wild. Thank you to everyone who supported the most recent merch drop. God damn, I'd never in 1,000 years would have imagined that it would have gone as quickly or gone over so well. Like, everyone, like, has been so supportive on it, and I appreciate you all a ton for it. Especially with the damn cold weather that's been happening. It's really nice to have cozy shit to wear. Literally wore the joggers for 3 days straight. Yeah, me too, Circa. That was my thing, is like, I got them in the mail, and it was like, oh my god, I can't believe how nice these actually are. Not that I doubt Second City, but it was like, this exceeded even my expectations. Cammy, thank you so much for the 17 months. Thank you.
Hello. How are you, Brian?
I like the way that Justin says, hello, is he whoa. I'm doing well tonight. I'm just doing a quick little bonus Power Wash stream as we vibe out together. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see you here. The app says my subiversary is tomorrow, even though the payment was taken today. Oh my god, Twitch is so weird about that shit. I'm sorry. The way you say mail makes me so happy. Why is that? Is it because my Rochester accent comes out in full force and it's just disgusting? Mail? Oh my god, I don't even know how to talk anymore. Hello, New York. Yeah, hello, New York. Pure Rochester. Don't call me out like this. Not like this. I call myself out enough with this stuff. Oh my god. What's up, Blugger says, what, Bree? Good to see you here. Feeling dramatic? Listen, I grew up hearing that phrase, all right? So nothing dramatic about it. It's just familiar and nice sounding to me, honestly. Do you know when the beanie will ship by chance? I don't. I'm so sorry. I know that they're working on printing this instant, though. They started printing the first, or they started printing the pre-orders, I think, at the beginning of this week. So they should be shipping soon, like very soon. Jenna, thank you for the 21 months. God damn. Thank you so much, Jenna. Appreciate your support a ton. Thank you very, very much for that. You're incredible. You're appreciated. You are so fantastic. Another big thanks, by the way, to our mod team for last night. I've been trying to set like boundaries a little bit more clearly about like people spamming in chat and things like that, where it becomes like incomprehensible garbage to the point where like people have approached me and been like, I don't even like chatting in chat that much anymore because like nothing that is like part of the conversation is seen when like people start getting a little bit too wild. And I was like, that's fair, you know, like we fuck with like a weird sense of humor over here sometimes, but like there's got to be a limit to it, and it can't be like to the point where it's so othering people don't feel like they can get a word in edgewise. That's not something I ever want to have happen here. I want this place to be a place where we can discuss stuff. And I was like, I'm just going to start like timing out people when it happens, if it keeps happening. And we did like a little bit of a PSA at the beginning of last night's stream. Our mods were timing out a couple people here and there. And I just, again, I appreciate the mods being on the same page as me, sort of having the same types of like values and things like that in this community, just making people feel like really comfortable and chill here. And I noticed last night, like chat was flying. It was so great. Everyone was really active. I don't think that anyone was being like a disrespectful person or anything. So thank you so much to our mods for doing what you do to make people feel welcome here. And like it's a vibe where like, you know, you get your time here, but you don't get to be the main character. Like I get to be the main character, okay? You don't get to be the main character here, chat. It's our chat, comrade. You have to share the chat, okay? Guys, I did it. I copped yellow long sleeve. Oh my god, Aphelion, I hope you love that. That is one of my favorite shirts. That is one of my favorite I fucking love that shirt. That shirt is one of the comfiest things I own. I love how it, like the sleeves are on it, like everything. Like, oh, I love the design, the color pops. I love that shirt. That is such a good shirt. Every time I pop in, there's a deep conversation going on. It's great. I love that about y'all. Not always, but like it's more of like we want to try to make our boundaries here clear. We want to make sure that people are on the same page when it comes to the vibe check, basically. So I'm glad that you can join us for the important bits, though, and that it's something that you appreciate because, again, just making sure people are welcome is like a big thing here. So excited, guys. I'll post it on the Discord the second I get. Oh my gosh, I really hope that you love it. I really do. Maybe not deep, but good and or fun. Okay, I mean that's fair, Skips. Thank you so much for being here. Enjoy being a random NPC in this in this video game. You're not a random NPC either. You all have your role to play, right? And this is the thing: is it allows this type of like online ecosystem to exist and thrive. Everyone has their role to play essentially, but it's when like one person is monopolizing chat to the point where like I'll get DMs from people being like, I won't lie, when like this person is taking up like 99% of the chat window by just spamming like, you know, unfunny stuff, I don't feel that comfortable like talking because I know I'm probably just going to basically feel like I'm being talked over digitally. And like it's not just been one person bringing that type of stuff up to me, so it's something that you know, I sort of like figured out like how we can sort of address that, and just being straight up with you guys. I mean, guys aren't fucking babies. Like, I'm not gonna put on the baby gloves for you. If it sounds too harsh, if it sounds too direct for your taste, then I'm sorry. That's just the way we sort of do things here. I'd rather be direct about it. So we do what we can. We do what we can to, like I said, you know, be yourself. Allow people to be themselves, but not at the cost and convenience of other people. So that's the way that we do things here. Circa, take care. Thanks so much for popping in for a little bit. Appreciate you hanging out for a while. I'm the random NPC that's in Dragon Age, just facing a wall. Okay, but here's the thing, Georgie, that makes you incredibly interesting to me. That makes me go, why is that NPC in the corner facing the wall like they are from the Blair Witch Project? It's time to go talk to that NPC. The baby gloves, I've never heard of needing specific gloves for babies. You've never heard that phrase? It basically is, I'm pretty sure it's an old boxing phrase. It's like super padded gloves for like people who aren't capable of like, basically like people who aren't emotionally developed enough to like handle the like hard truth is the reason that phrase was like invented, I'm pretty sure. But it's one that is frequently used when you have to have like a more serious discussion with people. And I think that most people here are like emotionally intelligent enough and mature enough to handle those types of things. We do our best here with that. Have you been power washing this whole carnival, or has it only been this tower thingy? So this stage is only this tower thingy, but there was a previous stage, and the owner of this actually has beef with the owner of that carousel over there, that merry-go-round. So I've been getting texts from both parties. But this was a previous stage over there. I just broke all my legs. And by all of them, yeah, maybe more than two, guys. Who knows? I'm a mystery and an enigma. But this particular weird ride is, a different owner, a different level. So yeah, there is, Cammy, surprisingly, there's weird lore. The beef in this game? Yeah, there is weird-ass lore in this game. Oh, here we go. Here's the text from Kevin Bernard. Do you think it would be too much to use an enormous catapult at the top to propel my customers down the slide? If you want a lawsuit, Kevin. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So, you didn't need all those legs. I mean, yeah, I kind of was being a little bit greedy. No one needs more than the 2 legs I had. Yeah, that's right. Share the wealth. Oh, no, I didn't get to read the rest of his text. Hopefully you guys did. I don't care. I don't care. Kevin is kind of a nuisance, if I'm going to be honest. If we're going to take sides in this carnival beef that's going on, I find that Kevin is a little bit of a nuisance compared to the person who owned the carousel. I'm on the woman who owns the carousel is a million times, I'm more in favor of her. Kevin's just trying to be a material girl. My NPC is bumping between 2 walls back and forth like Pong. Again, interesting character trait. Is that dude good? I don't know. I don't think so. That's the whole thing, is I really do not think so. I think this man has a lot of emotional value wrapped up in the wrong things. I'm always pro carousel. Yeah. I mean, I feel like this would just burn off all my leg skin going down this. I feel like this would be terrible. Or I'd like fly off the side. Like, you know, here's how this ride would work without a catapult even. Say they give you one of those like slippery like little mats to ride on, those little like pieces of carpet or whatever that you sit your ass down on, and then you go down the slide. You go, oh, wow, this is fun, this is crazy, we're so high up, and you'd hit about this point, and then physics takes over, Jesus takes the wheel, and you go, ah! And then it's a lawsuit. And then you break all of your legs, multiple. Again, more than 2. So that is, that's what I foresee happening. This is a fun, safe ride for all ages. This is a fun, who doesn't appreciate a horse, right? Except maybe people who, I don't know, have had, like, to take care of horses and are like, oh my God, it's so much work. I don't know. I can't speak for them. But who doesn't appreciate a horse? Probably glue factory owners. I don't know. We always got little potato sack type things. Yeah, there we go. That had spots for your feet. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I've seen them, though, like, they give you, like, little, like, squares of, like, carpet or something to sit on, too. I'm a horse girl. I love the carousel. There we go, right? Love horses? Hell yeah. I mean, we've had this talk here before. There's a lot of horse girls here. As there should be, right? Carpet, yeah, I think I just revealed my Midwesternness by assuming it was a potato sack slide. I mean, you would really, really betray your Midwesternness if you asked where the cornhole was here at this carnival. Like, where's the cornhole? Is that a festival game here? Is that a carnival game here? Cornhole? Slides are terrifying. I love them. I just get like, I get so nervous, honestly. Like, I don't know. It's just, I feel like there's a place for old school rides like this, but maybe I'm just so fucking neurotic. Like, I don't know. These feel like a lawsuit every time I see one of these. I'm like, this is a giant lawsuit. Just the way that I feel about it. There's a carousel in the mall when I was a kid, and that was the best thing ever. Yeah, a couple of the malls around here had carousels when I was growing up. There's still a couple, but... Or I think there is. God, I don't know. I haven't been in a mall in years. But, yeah, I don't know. I remember... there was one that didn't just have horses. It had, like, a bunch of other cool animals, like dragons and stuff on it and things. And I used to love riding that. There's, like, I think there's, like, jet fighters that you could sit in and stuff. Because promoting war to children is always fun, I guess. But, yeah, it was, yeah, I think a lot of us have some good memories of riding the old round and round we go. Still have a carousel at our mall, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah. I've seen too many slide videos, and poorly, I choose to not go on slides. End poorly. I cannot read, apparently. Yeah, I feel you. They have those compilations of, like, terrible accidents that have happened on these. And granted, statistically, they're fairly safe. But, like, me being a, like, super anxious, neurotic person, I'm just like, I don't know if that's for me. I don't know if that's for me. It's not really for me. Type of situation there, you know? The carousel at Cedar Point is cool. It can go fast. I've actually never been to Cedar Point. I was supposed to go for my senior trip, and my best friend and I decided to skip out on it and go to Canada instead, which was actually kind of fun. But I've never been to Cedar Point. I've always wanted to go because I do like rides and roller coasters, and I know that they have really good ones there. But I've never personally been. I've just had a lot of friends who have gone and said that it's awesome. That said, obviously, during the big sneeze the world's going through right now, not my top priority for places I would want to go visit at the moment, but hopefully eventually I get a chance to go, and then I can tell you guys all about it. I'll make a vlog for the channel. I don't know. I like the super long ones that had a little wave, but went straight down instead of winding in a circle. Oh my god. That sounds wild. I get what, yeah, the ones that do, I know what you're talking about now. I know. For a second I was like a straight drop, but no, now I understand what you're talking about. Yeah, Morgan and I went to a farm that had like a bunch of rides like that and like a petting zoo at it, that had one of those there. And I was like, damn, those kids look like they're having a lot of fun. That's so cute. So fun. So awesome to see. Those seem like a lot safer to me than this insane contraption does. This again feels like a lawsuit. I know that it's a fictional thing in the game, but I've also been to like carnivals that like have things that are like this. So, yeah. The funny thing is I hate roller coasters, but I still had fun. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, you tried something new. I always tell the story during St. Jude of the friend who got me out of my shell. I was terrified of roller coasters when I was growing up because my parents made me ride Space Mountain when I was like 6 years old, and I could not handle it. I just sobbed and sobbed during it. And I was like traumatized to the point where I did not like roller coasters. Like I was afraid of roller coasters. And then in middle school, I had this friend who like, we went to the nearby amusement park, Darien Lake, here in the upstate area. And I was basically just convinced by him to ride a ride called the Mind Eraser, which is one of those like hanging roller coasters, and I had a fucking blast. It was so fun. And since then, I've loved roller coasters. Granted, I have my limits. I'm not a huge fan of the ones that are like the drops that like go more than like 90 degrees. Like, they're kind of fun to me, but they also terrify me. Like, I have to, like, psych myself up before I go on any ride that's like, we have the fastest drop in the world, or we have the, like, craziest angle in the world. Like, I'm like, do I need that? I'm 36 years old. I don't need that much of excitement. Like, I can just ride the regular roller coaster. That's pretty exciting. That's pretty safe. We had a Mind Eraser near me, and it was so much fun. Yeah, I had a blast with it. It's still one of my favorite rides to this day. But yeah, I don't know. Anytime we're at a like amusement park or something, Morgan always tries to bully me into going on the craziest rides because she is way more brave than me. She loves those like really intense ones like that, and I don't know if it's like I don't have a fear of heights. Like, that's not the issue. It's just that I have anxiety. What can I say? Like, it's that anxiety you get going up the first hill and you hear the and then all of a sudden the is gone and you just hear everyone go, oh, here it comes, and you're like cresting the hill and that part I hate. I hate that part. I hate that part so goddamn much. But then after that first drop, I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. This is great. Put your hands up, everybody. You know, like I'm the, you know, the basic like Instagram girl. But like until that moment, I'm like shitting my pants every click up. I would love a Cedar Point vlog from you. I haven't done a vlog like out and about in such a long time. Like a here's what I did during the week type of vlog. Morgan's been doing those on her channel though, so you should check that out on her YouTube. Brookie and I would get along well at amusement parks, probably. I love roller coasters, but the ones that just drop straight down like Tower of Terror. Yeah, so Brookie, I don't know if you've been here for the story or not. I think that you've been around long enough to hear this, but people who have not been here for as long. I went to Japan a long time ago when I was a lot younger. Bubble Juice, take care. Good luck with the lecture vids, by the way. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And Rainy Day Connection, hello, hi. You love roller coasters? Hell yeah. But my POTS, oh my God, I can imagine. So sorry you have to deal with that. I went to Japan like many years ago for a martial arts trip, like way back in the day. And it was really cool, but we had like a little free time to like explore Tokyo and Kyoto and some of the bigger cities, and it was really neat. And I forgot which city it was in, but they had this like rooftop like mini amusement park thing where on one of their giant skyscraper building things, I'm assuming it had to have been in Tokyo because it was a really tall, big, wide building. But they had like a couple little carnival rides on the roof of this like really tall building. And one of them was one of those towers that just you sit in the seat, you strap in, and then it lifts you up like however many feet and then just drops you. And the group that I was with, like a bunch of the fellow teens with me on that trip, like basically like peer pressured me into like, yeah, let's go and like try that out. Let's try the drop tower. It's on the top of this building. And I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. Why not? Let's fucking do it. You know, we're only in Japan once. So we got to it. We like, you know, took the elevator up to the top floor of the building. We got up onto the roof access, and we got onto the ride. And I did not realize that the way that the tower was configured was that it was like on the edge of this really tall building. So that when you went up to the top, you could look down and it looked like you were ready to fall down the side of not just the ride, but the whole building all the way down. And the other thing that they did to make it more of like a psychological warfare style illusion was they had other taller buildings next to this building. So this ride went up till you were level with the top of another building. So even if you're like, okay, I'm not looking down, you still had some sort of gauge of like how high up you actually were by just looking across like the road and seeing like the rooftop of this other building. And then it was like, you know, you hear it go, and then they just hold you there for like a minute and a half, and you're just like, when's it coming? Oh my God, I hate this. And then all of a sudden it goes, you just hear the hydraulics go, and it went, and it was fun, but I shit my pants. I didn't actually shit my pants, but I felt like I was gonna shit my pants. I was on a roller coaster back in high school when we crested a hill, and I saw what I think was a metal mechanical pencil floating in the air. It ended up hitting me in the mouth. What the fuck? Chipped a tooth. I feel lucky it hit my tooth. So like someone like had it in their hand and it flipped out accidentally and smacked you. Of all the goddamn things to chip a tooth on, too. I mean, I can't speak. I have a chip in my tooth from hitting my mouth on my old mic stand, so, or my old, like, mic boom arm, so. What a wild story, though, Johnny. God, that sucks. And what a weird coincidence, too. Like, what a bizarre coincidence. Give me 1 second here, Mads. I'm just reading this in my head. Oh, dope. That sounds so fun. I mean, I remember I went to Busch Gardens in Virginia Beach, and they had a ride that was called, I think it was called like the Aspen something, like Aspen Glide or something weird like that. But it was themed like you were on like a ski slope type thing, and it was like in those like ski lift style chairs. So, like, the cart was, like, hanging down, and, like, it sends you through, like, loops and spirals and stuff like that. I rode that ride when we went, like, at least 5 times. It was so fun. It was, like, really, really cool. Nope to all of that, Alpha Renegade. Good to see you here again. Yeah, that was probably the most intense ride I've ever been on in Japan. Anywhere. Just because... Like, what Diabolical Mind thinks of that. Actually, I know what Diabolical Mind thinks of that, because there's a very similar ride in Vegas. Actually, that was an idea that Ethan and Mark did not get to do that I pitched to Ethan for Unis Honest way back in the day. Back when he first told me about Unis Honest, they were trying to, like, come up with, like, crazier and crazier ideas and, like, big set-piece style videos for it. But for those of you who don't know, in Vegas, there is this... rooftop like amusement park type thing where on the top of the building they built like this big platform on like I think it's like the tallest skyscraper in Vegas or something like that. And there's like a glass floor you can like look down through and shit like that. But they have like amusement park rides on it, and one of them like, you know, like shoots you out over the edge on these like tracks that like go out over the edge of the building. So like it looks like when you're in the cart, like you're just gonna fly off and like go careening down and die, I guess, in a fiery explosion or something. But they have like rides like that, and there's like one of those like spinning swing rides like on the edge of the building and stuff. So same type of like scary illusion of like you're gonna die, haha, isn't this fun? For like thrill seekers. I personally, I'm old. I don't need that much of a thrill in my life anymore. I don't need that in my life. That's too much thrill in my opinion. But I suggested to Ethan pre-pandemic. I was like, oh man, wouldn't a dope Unis Honest video be like you guys go to this thing? Like I sent him a link to it, and I was like, you and Mark like ride these rides and like get freaked the fuck out because like it's like that thrill of death type of thing. And so Ethan was like kind of considering it for a little bit, and then obviously the big sneeze happened and they weren't able to do anything like that. But that was my Unis Honest idea. So I think that is something that would have been so cool. Personally, I think that would have been really cool. I think that would have been really fun and actually really funny to see them get super freaked out by that kind of thing. But obviously, sadly, not in the cards. I think it would have been really cool, though. So, hey, free YouTube video idea for anyone who can make it to Vegas easily. You got you got the option of going to that whatever the hell that giant set of rides is on the top of a building in Vegas and scaring the shit out of yourself for content. Easy $1 million idea right there. Roller coasters are fun, but like rides that just trick your brain into thinking you're gonna die is a fucking no. Yeah, exactly. Like I already feel like scared enough being on a roller coaster. That is an adrenaline rush enough for me. I do not need to actually feel like well, if this ride malfunctions, I will die for sure. Like 100% die for sure. Like I don't need that. Like people who like bungee jump and shit like that. I'm so glad you found something that makes you feel alive in that moment. I don't need that. I do not ever need that. I no thank you. I'm not even afraid of heights. I just don't. I think too many things could go wrong, dude. Listening to this podcast style while I finish a cosplay prop, the conversation is only next weekend. It's totally. The convention is only next weekend. Oh my gosh, good luck to you. I know how much work that takes, Alpha. And I hope that you're enjoying your lurk here as well. Unasana's Brian edition. I mean, I had some ideas. What can I say? You know, I had some ideas. I had some good ideas. I don't know. It was kind of worth it to see Mark's face watch two girls. I mean, yeah, they made do. Like we talked about, they made do. They figured it out. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a fine line between adrenaline rush and heart attack. 100%. Good God. I don't need the extra strain on my heart. I'm starting to hit those, in a few years, I'm going to be in that age range where, like, I'm going to actually have to start watching my cholesterol. So, I don't know that much about, like, well, I do kind of know. I did one of those genetic tests. I told you guys about that last year. I got one of those genetic test kits. And so I do kind of know a little bit of my health history now, which is wild because that was something I never knew about myself before being adopted. Like I just didn't have the access to the records on it. So this whole time I've just been like, well, if fucking heart disease takes me out or something, like it just is what it is. At least I had fun, like in blissful ignorance for a while. But now I kind of know, and I apparently don't have any sort of like, at least not genetic heart risks, which is really, really nice to know. So yeah, I don't know. I should still probably watch my cholesterol though. I eat a shit ton of bad food for me. I eat ramen noodles all the time. That's why I'm the stay on the ground and watch everyone's stuff friend. Frick that. Yeah, Cactus Prince. I don't blame you. We all have our own comfort levels on stuff for sure. Also, that amusement park on the roof is cool. They have a bungee jump. I know what I don't even like thinking about it. I don't like those. I don't need that level. I am just too old for that. I'm too fragile for that now. You do it. This is what we're talking about, Rune. We're washing away your sins because you are a chaotic gremlin. I've known you for so long. The Cup series was a bold thing to have like in the third week of the channel. As I typed this, though, I forgot about the cooking video they started with. I mean, they wanted to go balls to the wall from the beginning, so anyone who is like, wow, this was an interesting direction. I mean, I guess you just needed to be built different enough to handle it. Because some of the ideas that they had, as a lot of us know, became even more chaotic over time. If they had been allowed to do them, but they were not. They were good. They were safe. I'm proud of both of them. You know, they figured their shit out. They made it work. Mwahaha. Yeah, Rune, listen. I've dealt with your shit for so many years now. You were always the friend in the group, back in our old group of friends, who we'd be like joking around about something, and you'd take it to that level where everyone was like, Rune, we can't handle you. You're dealing with it for longer. I sure am, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I love you. Roller coasters, yes. Bungee jump, yeah. That's what I'm saying, Hannah. Roller coasters. What? Those of you who are into bungee jumping, I kind of want to know this. Like, what about a roller coaster isn't enough adrenaline? Where you need to dangle yourself from a rope and jump off a building or bridge or something, or like, platform that's way high up? Like, what about just like a regular old roller coaster is not enough? I need to know this. I need to study the human mind more. That is a thrill seek that is so far above what I'm just willing to put myself through. Lucky Lavender, hey, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Just bonus Saturday chill power wash stream right now. I'm also the person that stands on the splash bridge on that one roller coaster at Valley Fair. That's fun to do. I don't mind doing that, especially if it's a hot day and you just need to like cool off or some shit. That's fair. How we all doing on the Saturday? We're just vibing out. We're talking about roller coasters and thrill-seeking rides and why some people have a need to put themselves that close to death all the time. Like, good lord. It's just kind of like a bucket list thing. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Like, you only live once, might as well make it all crazy, right? That's fair. I get that one a little bit more. But people who, like, seek that out, cage diving and sharks, I don't know if I'd want to do that either. I think that would be cool, but an aquarium's fine for me. Like, I've gone scuba diving before, and it's pretty cool, but there's also a part of me that's like, I don't know. It's like, I mean, doing it a couple times was cool, and then that's all I need to do, you know? I love nearly losing my glasses every time. It's pretty funny, Matt. My mom answered that and said she'd take bungee or roller coaster. As in, like, she'd take, like, either or is fine for her, or like what? Closest I've been to death was not voluntary, so yeah, no thank you to voluntary near-death experiences. Right, yeah. Maybe it's just those of us who have been, like, actually close to death. They're like, yeah, I don't want to experience that thrill again. Oh, boy, that car accident sure was not the most fun adrenaline rush I've experienced in my life. Want to go scuba diving at some point? I'm fine. Like, scuba diving rules. It's very fun, but in a lot of situations I've been in, it's been either really expensive or just one of those things like you've done it and you're like, I don't like need to do more of it particularly. I like snorkeling every now and then, although I think I told this story as well. I'm trying to like keep track of what stories I've told, but I have ADHD, so I'm going to retell the same story 72 times because my content's dry anyway, so you guys get what you get here. Oh my god, what the fuck did we just break physics with? Oh yeah, that's right, you can climb up the side of this, I forgot. This is amazing. Wait, watch this shit. Let's watch your minds explode at my Spider-Man power. Sorry for typing it weird. Don't apologize for that. That's fine. It's hard to write things in text, right? She's cool with both. Your mom is built different. Your mom is stronger. Your mom's more alpha than me, you know? Like Sigma brain mind. My siblings' special interest is roller coasters, so they took me to Six Flags New England before I left for college. The only unfortunate thing was that it was like the hottest day in August with absolutely no wind. The last part. No thanks. Then you just, when you go to an amusement park, when it's that hot and there's no wind, especially in the Northeast where it's like super humid here, you don't go to an amusement park at that point. You go to a fragrance park. You're just smelling different people. The scent of humans is like very strong there. It's not my favorite thing because I've been to amusement parks when it's like super hot, humid, no wind out. It's a smell experience. It's not great. You know, the reruns. Yeah, that's all we got here. What can I say? Morgan and I, the last time we went snorkeling, we saw a barracuda in the snorkeling area that we were in. Because it was just like a small mom and pop, like snorkeling, like on the beach little spot that we stopped at. Like I think they charged us like $7 or something for like a pair of flippers and like a snorkel and like goggles. We were in Mexico. And there was a barracuda that was like hunting nearby. And so we were in the water for like 15 minutes and we were like, wow, cool, coral and fish and shit like that. And then like there was this big, huge shadow. Like if you guys have never seen like a barracuda in an aquarium, they're fucking huge. They're really scary looking. And it was just sort of like hovering and we saw like the shadowy shape of it. And then it started getting closer. And like as it got out of like the murk of the like distant water, it came more into focus for both of us, and we like tapped each other, and we're like, and we came to the surface, pulled our snorkels off, and we're like, that's a fucking barracuda. We should probably not fuck around here. So we got like 15 minutes of snorkeling, which was like kind of a bummer, but like I'm not gonna mess. That thing's hunting territory. I'm the intruder in that particular situation. I don't want to deal with that shit, you know. Only reason people go to Six Flags around here is for the water rides, and it's right next to the water park. I mean, that's totally valid. I mean, you're in the South where it gets real hot. You need that water. Absolutely cannot do anything in the ocean. Mom and I go on vacation together a ton, and she always jokingly tries to get me to go diving with her. Like, nope, I'll be here on the beach with my audiobooks. That's fair. I know a lot of people are afraid of, like, open water and deep water and dark water and stuff like that. Totally fair. That is, like, a very primal fear that some of us just have within us. I like swimming in the ocean, but I won't lie. I also, again, am just full of so much anxiety that a pool's nice, too. I don't mind a pool, you know? Bro, my friend was on vacation, accidentally stepped on a small shark. Oh, no. Oh, my God. She has scars from it. Oh, that poor shark and your poor friend. Poor little baby shark. Baby shark. Doot. Haven't heard that one in a while, guys, because we had to get rid of that donation alert. So sad. One of my favorites. Submechophobia, baby. Fear of man-made things underwater. I've heard, you know what's weird is I didn't even know that was like a big fear for people. Until Morgan was telling me about like all the TikToks that she's like seen about that recently. Something touches me in the water, I'm gonna panic. Yeah, I think that's again like one of those primal human fears. Like growing up, like I swam in like a lot of ponds and like rivers and stuff like that and lakes. And what would happen is like obviously there's like a lot of algae and like seaweed type stuff in those types of environments, and even like little fish that will like swim by you and like brush your leg. Like I used to get freaked out. And then there was the invasion of zebra mussels in New York and a lot of the other big lakes in the north. And when the zebra mussel invasion came and became like this big invasive sort of like ecosystem damaging species, they were all over these rocks. And those of you who don't know what zebra mussels are, there's these little like mussels that were brought in from like shipment, like boats that were coming in to the lakes, and they just reproduce really quickly. They filter the water, so that part of it is kind of nice, but they reproduce so quickly that they destroy like a lot of habitats and stuff. And New York, we've been dealing with them for like many, many years, since I was like a kid now. And the thing is that they're very sharp. So they like bind to rocks, and they're like little blades. So growing up, I didn't have to wear like shoes or like water shoes or anything like that when I'd go swimming. The thing is like, I get freaked out by like stepping on like a mossy rock or something, or like an algae rock that was like slimy. I'd be like, ew, I touched my foot. But I'd be like, haha, whatever. But then what ended up happening is when the zebra mussels happened, like you'd be like swimming around in the shallows of the lake, and if you like stepped on a rock with zebra mussels on it, it would be like stepping on a bunch of razor blades where they like ripped your foot like apart, and it was awful. So like everyone, when I was growing up, we all started to invest in water shoes because the zebra mussel issue was like such a big annoying thing. The Kraft Brothers told me about zebra mussels. It's insane how often their shows come back to my mind. Yeah, it's really cool that it's a documented thing that like sort of changed how lake culture was. But yeah, I totally, that's such a valid fear to have, of like something touching your foot underwater. Blah. I love kayaking in ponds and rivers, but I'd never want to swim in them. Scary. Yeah, I mean that's fair again. Like I've swam in lakes where like a piece of seaweed has like wrapped around like a loose piece of seaweed's like wrapped around like my shin, and I felt like a thing was grabbing me, and I was like, oh, blah, blah, get off me, blah. My feet are cringing and curling at that imagery. Yeah, it's gross, and it's painful. Little kids used to like cut their heels open and stuff. It was bad. We had something like that in AK, but with a type of seaweed/plant. That shit destroys boat motors and yeah, that's another big thing, is like the invasive like underwater plants like get caught in props and stuff like that on motorboats. So that's another thing that definitely happens a lot as a side effect of like invasive species. We always have to be careful when walking down the stairs to the beach due to barnacles. Ouch, yeah, I can imagine. Barnacles, if you've never come into contact with those, it's basically like rubbing up against sandpaper. Like they actually, it's like a rock covered in sandpaper that just like Just ouch. They're not great. I'll be right back. I have to show off my Eevee. Yo, show off all the Eevees. Eevees are adorable and cute, and I love it. Whenever I put my feet in a lake/ocean water, I fear stepping on things like crabs. Oh yeah, that's fair too. Yeah, like that's the thing. Again, we're the invaders in those situations. Those are those things, like, you know, territories and habitats and stuff. So like stepping on like a crab or a clam or even like a weird rock, like we're the actual thing that's invading those areas. So like it's viable that or not viable. It's possible that you might step on some shit that is just trying to vibe. And you've messed up its day now, you know? Rivers, to me, aren't as bad since the water is clear, but lakes are ill. I used to think the same thing when I was growing up, and then I remember, like, one of the things I loved doing in shallow, like, creeks and stuff when I was a kid was, like, going hunting for, like, salamanders and, like, flipping over all the rocks. And so for a different reason, what would happen is I'd find, like, the salamanders under the rocks, and I'd be like, oh, cute little guys. Like little lizard guys. And then I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, what if I like step on a rock and I smush a salamander, like when I was a kid? And then I like did not like walking around in rivers quite as much because I was like, I don't want to smush a salamander. So different reason. But yeah, I definitely I don't know. I like anxietied my way out of like doing a lot of things as a kid. I was just like a really anxious child all the time. So I hate going into beach water because of the things that can be sharp or rough or slimy. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I feel ya. It's always nice when you get to like the soft sand and stuff. But like, yeah, walking in where like the tide sort of like comes back in on itself and it like kicks up all the like rough shit. It's like, bleh. I don't like that. I don't want to deal with that part of it. I wish there was just a way. Ecto, take care. Thank you so much for vibing with us for a while. We appreciate you a ton, seriously. Grew up on a lake, and when we would take out our dock for the winter, I'd have to go in with all the weeds and mossy rocks. Yeah, I know how that is. We only had one pair of waders, and they only fit my dad, so I didn't get the privilege of using them, Johnny. Yeah, that's like very similar type of thing. Like I knew a lot of like kids who lived right on the water when I was growing up, and I'd like go to their like you know, their houses where they had like little docks in the water and help take out docks and stuff like that during the winter. My family used to go to the Outer Banks for vacation every year, and there's always this one part when swimming out where everywhere you step, a crab tries to pinch you. Oh no. One time one really pinched me, and man, does that hurt. Yeah, they got tough little grips. They really do. Love y'all, but some of you should not come to Australia. I don't plan on dealing with any of the wildlife when I come to Australia. Everything in Australia is designed to kill you, and I just find the general demeanor of Australians being so nonchalant to be too off-putting. You are in a country where everything's trying to kill you and has evolved to kill you. I would be on guard all the time. I'd be ready to throw fucking hands with like anything out there. I don't want that shit. No way. I want to see Australia eventually. I do, but honestly, like fucking get more concerned, Australia. Get more concerned, goddammit. I'm sick of your freaking neutral attitude about the hellscape you live in. Beagles, be my shoulder angel. The chat is trying to make me buy Arceus. Buy it, Rune. It's so fun. It looks like dog shit, but it's so fun. It is an eyesore of a game with some of the best gameplay mechanics, though. It is so fun. Incredibly broken. Also, very glitchy, but so fun. The fun genuinely... I don't say this about games often, but it is a game that is broken beyond words at times, but it's fun enough to make up for it. Like, I have not played a game in a long time where I was like, oh my god, it's so glitchy. I like it, though. This is a game I can excuse it for all of its shit, you know? Someone who has grown up around Canadian geese, I will not be going to Australia. Canadian geese are mean as hell, yo. People, like, I don't think people realize, like, when they're talking to, like, northerners, you know? When they're talking to, like, people from Canada or from, like, the north here, like, geese are mean as fuck. Sometimes in the rain, the character looks like a little Polly Pocket to me. It's Skyrim, but with Pokemon. Yeah, it's like Breath of the Wild, Skyrim. Just every little task you do in the game, like, levels up you and your Pokemon. Like, everything it's a gameplay loop that makes you want to progress by just playing the game because you naturally progress while you play it. It's so good. No shoulder angels here, only devils. Oh god, Rune, that should have been like seriously. Yeah, Alpha, that's a great point. Rune, you've been here long enough. You should know that is not something that this community is going to afford you. That is not the way that it works here. Hate geese and the inside of their mouths are scary. Yeah, if you guys have never seen the inside of a goose mouth, Google it right now. It is actually fucking horrifying. It is so, so terrifying. Ugly and broken, but it's fun to play. Yeah, Pokemon Arceus is the game you start playing and you go, wow, this is so ugly and broken, but I can fix him. I can fix him. And where it's not a toxic situation where that line's being used. It's a game that you are like, no, it's truly worth putting like some time into. Goose Teeths? Yeah, oh my god. Actually, I'm gonna pull it up just to scare everybody real quick here. I'm gonna get a picture up here real quick, guys. This is important. This shit. If you guys have not seen this, you guys ready to be freaked the fuck out? Because this is awful. I gotta save it real quick. Why did I just... I was trying to label this picture Goose Mouth, and I put it into my computer as Good Mouse. Same thing. Holy God. All right, give me 1 second. I have to remember how to use my everything. Let's get this. Let's get this Good Mouse up here on the screen here. You guys have never seen one of these. Oh, it's terrifying. This is actually awful. That thing is fucking like H.R. Giger's like alien level of shit. Like that's not nature only designed this to terrify us. There's no other reason a goose mouth should look like this. There's no reason that any animal needs this. This was only designed specifically because whatever greater power up there was like, listen, human beings need to be humbled as much as possible. They're going to be the only animals with as complex of brain, they're going to be the animals with the most complex brains on the planet. So they need to be fucking humbled. They need to be afraid at all times that like there are flocks of these things constantly flying around, honking and running around. They like human beings need to be humbled. So yeah, it just look at that and tell me you don't believe in the evolution of dinos to birds, right? The proof is right there. Good Lord. It's fucking horrifying. No, thank you. No, thank you. Never looking at a goose again. Yeah, don't perceive geese. If you scream into the goose screams back. The babies are cute though. That is true. Goslings are actually adorable. In practice, more reason to be fearful of birds. Right. Again, respect nature, or nature will find a way to fuck you up. Yeah. Morgan is getting ready for her stream. No, she's not. Never mind. Don't perceive geese. Brian, 2022. I mean, is that not sound advice after what I just showed you? Is that not sound advice? Like, if I showed you a picture of, like, hey, guys, dolphins have evolved to have a... Instead of using the blowhole on their back, they actually have a rocket launcher that now grows out of that and launches rockets anytime you look at them. You know, like, you would be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take this seriously. Like, geese have a sawmill inside of their mouth. Don't fuck with that, you know? Johnny, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We always appreciate seeing you around. Again, big congrats on your good news. That is so lovely to hear for you. So happy for you. Like, genuinely so happy. Don't perceive geese. I'm done. Yeah, don't do it. It's not worth the risk. Because, sure, maybe out of the 100 geese that you look at, 99 of them are nice. But again, we should always have that instinctive fear within us, that primal fear that, like, evolution showed us the risk that 1% of the time where the goose perceives you back and goes, yo, dude, You're in my area? You're stepping on my goose poop right now? It's go time, baby. I'm going to do that weird, like, butt wiggle thing and then waddle at you so fast while honking. That shit's scary, dude. No way. Magical Matto, hello, hi. Rhode Island red roosters are worse than geese. Like, if you think geese are aggressive, try one of those red fuckers. I don't envy anyone who has to deal. I don't even know what those are, but I don't envy anybody who has to deal with something worse than aggressive geese. Geese sense fear. That's right. They want to eat your fear. I'm looking respectfully, but only online where they can't touch me. That's the safe thing. Thank you so much for being a good role model in this community and practicing good safety. Goose safety. That is the number one thing. If you guys have a single takeaway from this stream today, goose safety, you know? The tongue teeth are specifically for chewing fear. Yeah, there we go. That has to be science. That has to be science right there. The tongue teeth are for chewing fear specifically. They've evolved. You have to be aware, chat, okay? Again, one thing I want you all to take away from today's stream, regardless of what you've seen or heard here today, is respect geese and do not let them see your fear. But respect them enough to stay away. You know? They'll fuck you up. They will fuck you up. They're there only to cause problems. You know? You guys told me to play Untitled Goose Game. What other proof do you need? It's in our media already. The warning signs were already created by humans for other humans. You know, they are only there to cause problems. Be aware. Keep yourself safe. Keep others safe. Don't get goosed. Do not get goosed, chat. If I come back here tomorrow, if I'm streaming here tomorrow, and someone is like, Brian, I didn't take your advice, like in chat, I didn't take your advice, I got goosed. I don't want to see a single person expressing sympathy for that. No. We are giving you the warning right now. You were given the warning. Brian, I got goosed. No sympathy. No sympathy for that. No sympathy for getting goosed. You done got goosed? Right. I love this anti-goose propaganda. I won't even say it's anti-goose propaganda. It's more of a primal fear that we should all have. Putting a picture of a goose in the Discord. Well, people must know. Yeah. People must know. Okay? Get goosed? Yeah, don't get goosed, guys. Okay? There's one takeaway that I want to have in this community is do not get goosed. We are going to be a community that we are going to be able to put up one of those signs like behind me that's like, it has been X number of days since someone has been goosed, and we're going to have the longest streak on the internet. No other community is going to deal with this the way we are. We're going to take this as very safely as a precaution. We are going to be the only community that has like a long streak of people not getting goosed. We'll go to other communities. You can ask if they've been goosed, and they're probably going to be like, yeah, it sucks. Steve got goosed 3 days ago. He was out there. He thought it would be like a funny, cute thing to like feed them some corn. He made eye contact with like Agatha, the goose tribe leader, for like a second too long, and she came over and she goosed him. Like that. I don't want that here for us. I do not want that here for us, okay? Geese are angels. They're just chaotic. Plus, they're amazing watchdogs. We never had an issue with things getting into our chicken coops when we had geese. Listen, I'm not talking about the domestic geese. The domestic geese, they've acknowledged that they get the easy life, okay? Domestic geese are like, humans are serving us. They're giving us food. They're now in the proper part of the hierarchy in the animal kingdom. We have our needs taken care of while the human has to use its efforts and money to scrounge for resources for us. We're the kings in those situations. But geese in the wild, they will not hesitate to goose you, okay? Don't get goosed. The cat mentality. Yeah, it is. It's the cat mentality. Brian, I got gulled. Okay, that's not even your fault at that point. Gulls are just those. If we're going to talk about chaotic birds, seagulls, those of you who live in a part of the world where there's like not seagulls, which is hard to find these days because they're everywhere. But like seagulls, if you've never had to deal with seagulls before, that's nobody's fault if you get gulled. Those shits will dive bomb. I'll be walking like I don't know. I'll just be walking like to my car in the middle of like summer or something, and like seagulls will just be flying overhead, and they'll like if I have like a takeout container of food, like they'll be like landing like 2 feet from me and start like squawking at me trying to get the food. Seagulls there's no control. There's no respect there. Geese, there's something regal and equally insane about geese. Like geese are they're unhinged. They're like geese are like a can of soda that like you shook for like a really long time. I can't do that motion on Twitch. They're within the can, there's order there. But you know the can is pressurized. You know that it's unhinged inside. So you respect that. You wait a moment before you try to open that can. Seagulls are like the inside of a pinball machine at all times. You don't know what to expect from them. There's no respect there. There's no hierarchy of the animal kingdom there. That's just them. They do whatever the hell they want. They shit all over your car. They steal your French fries. They're nuts. Like that, the inside of a seagull brain probably sounds like 45 Broadway musicals going on at the same time all the time. Guaranteed. They're nuts. Seagulls don't give a shit, bro. They'll hold you up at the Macca's drive-thru until you give them a chip. God, I love that you said this in the most Australian way possible. And then they'll follow you to the beach, I'm assuming, and threaten your family for more. Oh yeah, they'll strong arm you. They'll strong arm you. They'll mess you up. I don't know. It would be like they're terrible. Finding Nemo had it perfect. Yeah, Finding Nemo is a cautionary tale about seagulls more than anything. You know, the fish story, whatever. That's your basic father-son crazy adventure. You know, just like every father-son goes on. You know, you get kidnapped. Your dad finds you after braving the ocean. Who hasn't had that experience? The thing that you should take away from Finding Nemo is the behavior of the seagulls. There's a reason that every animal in that show or in that movie has like pretty intelligent looking eyes that are like very expressive, and there's nothing with the seagulls. It's the blank robot, mine bird. You know, like it's just don't fuck with that. They're on autopilot. That's pure chaos inside there. Classic childhood story. Yeah, exactly. Classic childhood story. You get kidnapped by a gigantic human who puts you in a tank, and your dad has to find you. I don't know a single person out there who has not had to go through that, honestly. I think anyone who says that they haven't is probably lying to be like, I'm quirky and different, XD, I just feel like that's something that, like, we can all relate to. I'm glad that we're all mature enough people here in this chat to admit that that's happened to all of us. That there was, a gigantic person in scuba gear who scooped us up into a little bag. And then our dad had to find us. It was really fucked up. It was weird moment of our lives, but it's something that we all had to go through. And we can all bond over that, really, truly. Yes, you get kidnapped and go to the dentist, and your dad rides a sea turtle, gets eaten by a whale, and bombarded with seagulls. A classic story. You're right. It's a tale as old as time. There's allusions to the Bible and that. It's an old tale. It's been told for thousands of years. We all know this because it happened to all of us. Honestly, though, most entertaining thing I've seen is a flock of seagulls on a beach during fishing season. They just flood people trying to clean the fish. Yeah, I have seen fish swarm, I've seen seagulls swarm fishermen who are trying to clean fish. I have definitely seen that as well. It's intense. This level was the bane of my existence. It took me well over 3 days. Yeah, it's a big one, but it's actually super fun. We just use this time to chat with each other and vibe. That's Cheesecake. It's nice to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Just got Gas Station Simulator Gamer Nova. Friggin' excellent game. Very good sim game. Very fun. I gotta get back to that too. I haven't played that in a while. It's in P. Sherman 42. Oh yes, my favorite passage of the Bible. P. Sherman 42. And as the Lord says, Wallaby Way, Sydney. I'm quirky and different XD. My coming of age story happened after I fell in love with a guy and gave up my voice so I could get a better look at that ass. Yeah, I saw a tweet the other day that was like, Like the Little Mermaid is really is just about a girl who gave up her voice to maybe eventually get laid. That's kind of a power move. Our seagulls and sea lions have officially taken over our docks. Oh my god. Sea lions are such a cool animal, but another animal that like truly needs to be respected. Those things are huge, and they can be like super aggressive. Has Brian played Gas Station? I played it one time, and I don't think I was like in the right mindset. I was having fun with it, but it was one of those games that there's so many things that are going on right off the bat that I was like, I feel like this is a real job. I just like I was overwhelmed, I guess. Like my tiny little smooth like brain, my little like peeled peanut brain, that's like small and smooth. It was not able to handle that game. I was like, this is really fun. This is very funny. I like it, but I just feel like I'm at like a retail job now. So I need to like cool the jets on this for the moment. And obviously we have like 8 million games going in our rotation right now. So like just wasn't worth keeping in the rotation right away. But we'll add it back at some point because I know that people love the fucking chaos of it. This game, on the other hand, is my favorite turn off my brain and just vibe with chat game. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Bonus stream, you know? Day that I normally don't stream. Time that's way earlier than I normally stream. Anyone who's sharing any part of your weekend here tonight, supporting the stream with like bits and subs and stuff, your time, whatever. Thank you so much. All of you are amazing. I appreciate having you here and hanging out. It's fun to watch, but seems so chaotic to play. Oh my god, it is probably much more fun to watch than it is to play, honestly. It is intentionally frustrating in a lot of mechanics, and I respect that in a Sims game because I grew up in the era... Well, I didn't grow up. I made a lot of my early content during the era of absolutely broken Unity indie games from Itch.io that were just like weird simulator-style games. So I have a respect for it. There's a mutual respect there where I'm like, yeah, this game like controls like a goddamn like, you know, two-wheel drive car in a mud puddle, but like also it's kind of hilarious as a result. I get the charm of that, but like it's too much noise for my brain sometime, you know? I thought working at a gas station would be chill. Right, I thought so too, but like the game really, like you can turn on the sign. It's nice because you can like basically pause it when you need to like catch up on tasks. But then when you do that, like everything does sort of come to a standstill to a degree where it's almost jarring, where I'm like, okay, well now I'm getting no customers, so like no one's buying stuff to give me the money I need to build more stuff or to upgrade more stuff. So it's a catch-22 type of game. And it's meant to be like a little bit stressful. Bears have no right being that cute and cuddleable without being able to cuddle. I mean, yeah, that's another... Don't fuck with bears, guys. I used to vacation in the Adirondacks with my parents when I was a kid. And don't fuck with bears. Do not fuck with bears. They are such an adorable animal. You're right. Teddy bears have no right conditioning our brains as children into thinking that bears are the like cutest, best animal of all time, like the most friendly, cuddly little guys ever. There's no... Stuffed animal companies had no right doing that to us because they're huge and scary. When we would vacation in the Adirondacks, one year we actually had a bear that like we were staying in a cabin. And we were inside. I think we were like eating dinner or something, and we heard like all this like like crashing around outside. And we looked out the door. We looked out the screen door, and there was a bear rooting around in our dumpster on the property that we were renting out. And it like just destroyed the shit out of everything. It was rooting around for food in the trash, but it like got to like we're like, oh my god, we should probably close the fucking door. It reminds me a lot of that. There was that TikTok or Vine or whatever of the bear that was like destroying the canoe or whatever. And there's the, like, just the woman in the video is like, bear, no, that's not yours. Stop. Like, I love that video. That's one of my favorite videos. But the bear, like, came up to, like, our cabin door because it was, like, curious. Like, what's the noise? Where's all this light coming from? But they were, it was, like, a little close for comfort because we were like, what the fuck happens if this thing gets, like, so curious it, like, breaks a window or something or whatever. Like, it was a little bit too close for comfort. They're huge and they're loud and they are not really meant to be fucked with. Grizzly Man's free on YouTube. God, don't point people in the direction of Grizzly Man. That's more like shock therapy. That's like, oh, but I can't get over how cute and cuddly they are. Watch Grizzly Man then, because then you're like, wow, now I'm just too depressed to ever think of going near a bear. That movie is one of the most depressing docs that I've ever watched in my life. Good Lord. Holy shit. Very morbid movie. Very sad, but also one of those moments where it's like, wow, the hubris of man really is so fucking stupid sometimes. I don't even finish my thought. I was gonna say that video is super scary. Oh, with the lady being like, bear, no, that's not yours, bear! And it's just like destroying the shit out of her kayak or whatever. Georgie, take care. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you very, very much for chilling. Polar bears are the only bears I fear. I mean, I think that all bears require a certain level of respect, but aren't polar bears are like one of the more aggressive species, right? Because they're like almost always foraging for food. They're almost always in that like survival mode, right? That's like the sort of point of their habitat is it's like not hospitable really. So they're sort of always trying to find food and always trying to be territorial and shit. I saw a video on the Perfectly Cut Scream subreddit of a baby bear actually getting into the house and slowly following the group of people up the stairs. That would actually, I mean, as long as no one got hurt, that's one of those things where like, it sounds kind of cute, but I know in reality that was probably horrifying for those people. Polar bears are actually terrifying, and yes, they legit will hunt people. Yeah, exactly. They're always looking for their next meal because they basically expend so much energy hunting because the process of finding a meal is so few and far between for them. So that makes a lot of sense, honestly. So yeah, respect them. Respect their territory. I don't really see any reason for most of you to be in their territory, but yeah, definitely a good reminder that we don't own the planet. We just pretend we do sometimes. And that nature's scary. Like, damn, nature, you scary, right? I'd be angry too if I was used for cola ads only to never get cola. Oh my God. Respect the call of the wild. Yeah, respect that too. Speaking of, guys, I actually kind of have to pee. So I'm going to call a communal pee break right now. If you guys have never been here for a communal pee break, it's when I have to go pee, so you are now legally allowed to go pee as well here. Not here. Don't do it in the chat. But go pee, go make a quick poopy, make a quick snack, whatever you do. Wash your goddamn hands, you disgusting heathens. Please, please, please make sure that you are doing such. But enjoy the pee break. I will be right back. And I'll leave you guys with, those of you not leaving, please respect the mods. I'll leave you with a little bit of some music, I guess, as I go do that. So see ya in a second. All right?
With her eyes
When the night was closing in, I was alone and so afraid. Couldn't see the light. No. Then my world began to spin. Where's the beginning and where's my omega? Had to make it right. Oh yeah. There's a moment when you know that every teardrop has to go. They be piling up inside. Drop 'em, now inside this glow. Could this moment be meant to be? Lose the shadows and you'll see. Lose the shadows and be free.
All right, chat. Your music privileges are now gone, and with them, your peeing privileges. I hope none of you pee illegally the rest of the stream. I'll be very upset with you. What's everyone's favorite animal? I love snow leopards. I'm very sad that they're an endangered species because they're really cool if you know anything about them. They're really, really neat. How's everybody's pee break? Why did I put this screen up? Hope everyone had a very good pee break. If you are someone watching on mobile and you're still on the toilet, good luck to you. You're now, I've alerted the authorities. Komodo dragon for me? Dope. Komodos are cool. They're very, very cool. I used to like Gila monsters when I was growing up. I thought they were cool. The mythical Girbeagly is sometimes found in the mountains of Boston, making streamer noises. God, not Boston, please. Live from the toilet. It's Saturday night. Oh my God, get out of here. I do not know what my favorite animal is, to be honest. Really? That's surprising, Mads, with like how into thing. Is it like you have trouble picking between certain animals? I feel like you'd be the type of person who would like no. Axolotl. Oh my God, I love axolotls. They're so cool. They're so cute too. Mine is bears, but that might have been obvious. What makes you say that, Brookie Bear? Wolf, sloth, fox, opossum, many others for me. It is hard to pick sometimes. Pete illegally like 30 minutes into Max. Now I have like text-based evidence, like hard evidence against you. What are you doing to yourself here? You're going to jail. You're going to stream chat jail. If dragons count, then it's dragons for me. I mean, that's fair. Who says they're not real, right? Just because we haven't discovered them doesn't mean they can't exist. You know? I think I just like animals in general. That's so fair, though. That's so valid. Too many cool animals, right? I love the animal kingdom. And I have a very healthy respect for geese. I almost said gooses. We should all go pee whenever we want. He can't fire all of us. I mean, God, listen, you do that, and I will take away your Gerb coin. That's right. You will no longer have the means to producing Gerb coin. You'll no longer have the means to of production. And that would be very anti-socialist of you. Fair? You can't control me or my bladder. God, I mean, the second one especially, I really hope I can't. I feel like that'd be terrible. If you could control someone else's bladder. I would be the fucking worst with that. I would revert to like 10-year-old prankster brain. I'd be like, you said you have an important meeting today. Well, time to have to go pee 20 times during it. I mean, that's 100% what I would do to someone if I had control over someone else's bladder. That's a terrible idea. Do not ever put that power in my hands. Cats, dogs, rabbits, and otters are all very close second. Otters are so cool. Apparently, they're not quite as cute and cuddly as, like, you know, they're perceived as a lot, I guess, but they're really cool animals. One of my favorite animals is the ice fish, which is the only known vertebrate to have white blood. Wait, what? Whoa, I did not know that. That's so cool. I love, like, undersea creatures and stuff like that. Those are some of my favorites, so that's really neat. The urge to list all the facts I know about the Olm is so strong right now. I don't even know what the Olm is, but as long as you're not taking over all of chat with your Olm facts, then, you know, share a couple of your favorites if you'd like. that's what someone does to me, and I want to fight them with my teeth. Someone controls your bladder. Is it like they go, hey, guess what? I hit the P button. Oh, and okay, full circle. I made a Staples that was easy button joke at the beginning of the stream. So they hit the button and it goes, that was peasy. My goal is to become so cringe that the people I find cringe in the community leave because they've been out cringed. So I hope you know what you're up against. Ice fish live in the ocean around Antarctica, so to not have their blood literally freeze, they developed antifreeze blood. That's insane. That's actually so cool. BFF just texted me, just realized exactly 3 weeks from now, we'll be seen twice together. Awesome, have fun. So begins the cringe wars. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. That is a war I actually don't want to start with this community fucking ever. I will lose that. I know. I pretend that I'm unhinged as you all, but I'm truly, it's just not, it's not even a goddamn competition. The lengths some of you would go to win a cringe contest against me, I don't even want to fucking imagine where that would lead you, like what dark path that would lead you down. Because I know that there are some people who just lack limits. I wouldn't win that. I would not win that at all. I would like take out a couple of the people in this community, I think. I'd be able to like go toe to toe for a little bit. But there's definitely like a moment where I was like, this isn't worth it. This is not worth like the subs or whatever this person would give me for doing this. Like I would be like, everyone's got their price. My price, like, no, it's what's being offered is too low for the thing that I'm expected to do to answer to this. You attracted all of us here, so you are our leader. I won't cringe at you, just teach me the deep lore of FNAF. I'm not a fan, I just want to listen to someone. I feel like, honestly, there's so many good, literally watch, like, some of the MatPat videos. MatPat is known for creating the best sort of summaries of all the theories and the lore out there. And there's a lot of other creators within the FNAF community that have made some, like, kick-ass lore videos that are definitely worth checking out. But his videos are probably the best summary of them if you really want to get into that stuff. Cringe culture is dead. Love what you love without hurting others. Very true. Very, very true. That is what we talk about here. I'm just saying, in an intentional cringe contest, there's no winning that for me. There are people who don't know how to limit themselves. It would be actually... It would be a psychological warfare to the point where I would have to throw in the white flag and go, I lost, you got me, there's no way I can outdo that. There's just no physical way without, like, my entire body cringing up so hard that I, like, turn inside out. Like, there's just no way. There's no way. I got all my FNAF lore from Game Theory because I can't handle jump scare. Yeah, that's so fair, too, because Game Theory does a really good job of summarizing the lore without adding any of the, like, actually super scary gameplay stuff. They do a lot of, like, goofy, comedic-style editing, which is really nice. This reminded me, I was going to catch up on MatPat's theories because I recently finished his playthrough of Security Breach. Yeah, I still haven't watched any playthroughs of Security Breach, so, like, all the Glam Rock Freddy memes, as funny as they are, like, are kind of lost on me at the moment. But I definitely want to watch some so I can watch those theory videos as well. Just because I have a lot of fun with it. Furry equals already in the top 20. No, we don't shame furries here. But chat very often will try to convince me I am one when it's just not true. That's just untrue facts. That's just misinformation. Olms, the cave-dwelling, eyeless, long cousins of the axolotls. Just imagine a long, skinny axolotl with no eyes and tiny versions of their little antler things. They have an average lifespan of 69, but can live up to around 100. Okay, first of all, nice average age range, Olms. But the fact that an Olm could outlive me is actually wild. I eat too much ramen and drink too many energy drinks to, like, probably make it through my 80s. So, like, they're probably going to, you know, beat me out on that. Yo, Poland Peyton. Hello. Hi, Peyton. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I feel comfy then? Good. I'm glad. I love Olms. They're so funky looking. Oh, damn. Now I kind of want to watch. Okay, give me 1 second. I know we're at 98% on this, and I keep interrupting this with, like, whatever, but I need to find a picture of an Olm now, guys. I'm going to put it up on the screen for all of us to enjoy. Olm. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess content warning real quick for those of you who don't like wormy, serpentine, or lizardy things. So content warning, just letting you guys know before I toss this on the screen, because they are kind of creepy looking if you're not ready for them, but they're really cool. They're really neat. Wow. They're just like little dudes. But again, yeah, just give people a heads up, please, if you're squeamed out by long, creepy, snake-like, lizardy, wormy things, this is not going to be for you. So, yeah, they're quite spooky. They're wiggly. Yeah, they're little wiggly dudes, right? Wiggly guys. Let me add this instead of the terrifying goose picture, please. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm putting it on the screen. Wow, he's a big boy. He's a big guy on the screen. 3, 2, 1. Boink. There he is. Little wormy dude. He's cute. He's got, like, little arms for a body that long. Super funky dude. Keep getting told my quizzes that my persona would be a deer, but I don't know how I feel about that. Deer are cool. Deer are, like, pretty nice animals. Yeah, wow. They got, like, little bitty, like, tiny dots for eyes. And they're, like, long wormy boys. They're cute. He's so funky. Yeah, he's a funky guy. All right. Those of you who are listening in and had to look away for a second, you are now safe to look once more. Love him, what the fuck? Yeah, he's just a little guy. Just a little guy. He just vibes. He is just vibing. Fun fact, they can be born with eyes, but they eventually lose them because they don't need them. That's fair, yeah. A lot of species that evolved in the dark don't require vision because they navigate with other stuff, other senses. I find that so fascinating. Evolution is just really, really cool. Very dragon looking, yeah. Very, very cool. Why does the face remind me of a naked mole rat? It kind of does. I mean, same sort of idea, right? Is like the naked mole rat is naked and doesn't like have like functioning eyes or whatever because they're used to like burrowing in the dark. Little dude, yeah, a little guy. He was just kind of a cool dude. I liked that guy. Cool. Thanks so much for letting me know about Olms. they're cool. Definitely not for everyone. I can see why like some people might not like those, but I already love axolotls, so it really really hit the mark with that one. All right. Wow, look at us go. That is so loud. Okay, I'm getting so much done here. What is that? I just saw a slide frame. Oh, I think I have to get the underside of this thing. Let's go down a level. Let's see. Nature, you did good on that little dude. Yeah, that guy should be proud. He's thriving and vibing, you know? Like, he's not doing anything except minding his own, you know, day in a cave. He's being a good little guy. I like him. I think he's cool. Very cute. All right. 99%. Almost there. We're almost there, chat. Almost there. What do we have left to do, actually? Oh, I just saw something. Hello? 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 Where is it? Oh, okay. Platform underside? We have to pull this all the way over there. Shoot. All right. Boink. The strongest power washer in the world. That's right. There's that. Then we're going to have to get all the little bits and pieces, unfortunately. Which is not going to be as fun. when it goes to the 99%, and it's like, oh, but you missed this tiny little smudge of dirt. That's gonna be awful, honestly. My favorite bird, the shoebill stork. Yeah, I can't remember. I don't know if it was you, Rune, or someone else in the community who was telling us about shoebills before, but they're really cool. I remember. That thing looks like it's out of a dinosaur book I had. Yeah, it's so wild to see the species that, like, kind of didn't evolve past, like, their earlier iterations. I think that's really, really cool. It just, again, nature is wild. Like, some animals are like, yo, this is all I need to function. So, like, nature doesn't change them over the years. And then some things are, like, bizarrely complex, like human beings. Like, where it's like, yeah, we're just living and using our complex thought to constantly have existential dread instead of enjoying our time on the planet. And sometimes our appendix just explodes for no reason. So, weird fucking things that happen. They're my size. Oh my god. Ever hear them clap their bill? I think that's what we actually were listening. Yeah. Actually, we were listening to a YouTube compilation of them clapping their bill. I remember that now. I used to take care of terrapin clutches at school, and I love those little guys. We just take care of them for the year and then release them at a local state park. That's so cool. That's really awesome. Like a rehabilitation program for those. That's awesome. I love hearing about animal stories like that. Anyone who fosters animals, by the way, thank you, like, for just being awesome. Like, that is something that's, like, very, like, you know, fostering, like, cats or fostering, like, farm animals and rehabilitating them and stuff like that. I find that so cool. Morgan and I have talked about, like, potentially fostering cats a number of times in our lives, but I think it would be the most devastatingly horrible decision of our lives because we just fall in love with all the cats and want to keep all of them, which is not the worst thing in the world, but also is a dangerous, slippery slope of a pipeline, in my opinion. So, as much as I think it's a cute idea, I would fall in love with way too many of them. I think that it'd be, like, way too much. Humanity. Existential crisis on the daily is a lovely evolution trait I totally need. Right, yeah, like, why we do that to ourselves? Why? Yeah, could have used a tail? Yeah, why didn't we, like, just keep our tails? Instead, we have, like, these, like, fucked up frontal lobes and shit. Like, what's going on with that shit? Don't do that. Evolutionarily, like, don't give me depression. I would foster elder dogs, but I can't put my kids through that. Yeah, right? Having to say goodbye? No. All pets deserve a loving home. They really do. That's how it would be for me with dogs. It's wonderful to do, but I can never let them go. Yeah, same here. I am just someone who... I fall in love with animals way too quickly. I just know that it would be a terrible decision for me. Time-wise, like financially, etc. It would just be a... total mistake, miscalculation by me to do any of that. Fucked up frontal lobes needs to be one of those return to monkey evolution shirts. Yeah, right? We literally have tails and webbed feet in the womb. Why do we lose them? I think they would be sick. Right? We would swim better. We would have better balance from the tail. But instead we have like a little vestigial tailbone coming out near our butthole. Like, what's up with that shit, nature? Don't do that to me. But then you keep the appendix that could potentially explode and kill me at any moment. Don't put a bomb in me. Give me a cool thing that I can, like, prop up next to me and, like, grab shit with. Instead, give me the little monkey tail, you freaking jerks. Jerk of evolution. What's that about? Don't do that. That's the way I look at it. All right. One channel light left. Oh, that's a big part that we missed out on. And up there, yeah. We're almost there, chat. Oh my god, so excited. This has made, oh, that had to have been the last channel light. So clean. Railings, oh my god. Octography. Thank you very much for the...
Thanks to Heina Ghosty for the sweet sub gift.
50 months here in the community. That's such a long time. Entering month 5 of that very kind 6-month gifter from Ina. Thank you to you and Ina for being very generous, kind, supportive members of the community. Thank you to everyone who's here right now. Me and my friend got super attached to them. Absolutely adored having them around, but seeing those little guys scurry down the beach with the other clutches was totally worth it. Oh, it's cute. True insult to all humans. Truly. Like, what the heck? At least you can pick up things with your toes. That's true. I do have pretty decent foot dexterity. I still got my little monkey feet's dexterity. Railing posts, 9 of 10. Railings, 8 of 10. Done. All right, let's focus on the railings, I guess. Slide bases and slide frames. Slide walls. Okay, yeah. And then the 5th tier panel, it said as well. So, something up here. The railings. Okay, railing post. Where's the dirt? Where's the dirt? What are you talking about? Ah!
She's old. She's
Chronic!
like 20.
Thank you very, very much. 35 months, goddamn.
Rainbow Jilty on Girbeagly.
Wow, so
Can't believe
close.
I've been part of this community for so long. I
Yo,
love this place so
it's
much,
a
and y'all are
long
really
time.
like internet family to me /P. Chaotic, wholesome person.
Slash P.
It all goes hard.
Thank you so much, Chronic. 35 months here. That is a long-ass time to be in any place. Sport, thank you for 100 bits. You lied to me. You said that was the other one was the last of the bits. Thank you so much for the support. That's really kind of you. Thank you very, very much. All of you are incredibly kind. I almost said way too kind, but I didn't, so it doesn't count as a strike. Thank you very much for all of your kindness supporting the channel. Everyone is just really, really nice to me, and I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I'm very much appreciative of it. Thank you. I'm glad that people feel like being a part of the community for a long amount of time is not a waste of time, that it's something that they enjoy doing. Have to head out for the night. My boyfriend's starting stream. Enjoy your boyfriend's stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you very, very much for vibing. All right. Railing needs to be done, he said. Wearing a sundress. Oh, no, I'm not going to make that joke. All right. Oh, this one. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Hoptron time. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize we had one. Thank you very much for the Hoptron. Appreciate that. Not going to add bits now. Very wise, Sport. Save that money for you. Please, please do something good for yourself. Just know that you are very much appreciated as well. So, thank you for your kindness. What it do in a sundress? Oh boy. 69%, very nice. Are we at 69% for the hype train? Oh my god, thank you very, very much for that. Okay, that is a nice moment, chat. We got the railing 9 out of 10 still. Slide bases and frames. Okay, we'll find the slide bases and frames
He only likes her because
eventually.
she's old.
Oh my god, what is
She's
happening?
old.
Eleni! Thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate you so, so much. Thank you for hanging out and resubbing. I appreciate you. If you don't know my wonderful friend Eleni, aka Bloody Faster, Eleni is truly one of my favorite people in the world. Please, please, please support the shit out of her. If you like the energy here, you will love the energy that she has on social media, on stream, etc. Just one of my favorite people ever in the world. Please, please, please support her. I hope that don't listen to Brian. Absolutely listen to me. In fact, if you don't follow Eleni right now, I will probably be very upset. And not by probably, I mean, I am very upset. I am very, very upset. Eleni, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I hope that you are well. Punishment code. I love the little dancing left shark emote. That's cute. Whose is that? Oh, it's JP's? Oh my god, of course it's fucking JP's. Brian is an influencer, we have to listen to him. It's true. Fuck it, I'm ordering McDonald's? Hell yeah, treat yourself to some Mickey D's. Alright, we need to do... What the hell else did we need to do? The slide... Ah! If they ever add fall damage to this game, I'm uninstalling the goddamn thing. Just letting you know. That's my make or break moment for this game. Oh, Lenny! What the hell? Thank you! Just as a quick correction, it's E-L-E-N-I, chat, so please make sure that you are putting some respect on the Greek, all right? Greek names are fantastic. Greek food is fantastic. Greek dancing is fantastic. Greek culture is cool. You better put some respect on it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh my god, that is a lot. I'm going to say this because it's you, and chat does not get to strike me for this one. That was too much. That was truly too much. I appreciate you a ton. Seriously. Thank you so, so much. We got gifted subs to Devani X, Super Sweet Zana, Dylan Rampa, Bubblehead Pete, Knee Knight, Pineapple Warlord, Warlord. Warlord? What the hell would that be? That's dyslexia switching the D around to a B, I guess. There's a Prawl. There's April, maybe is what that name is. Chloe Shay 3, Jackrabbit Bites, and Pyromaniac Engineer. If any of you are here, make sure you're saying thank you to my very good friend, Lenny, aka Bloody Faster. You better be checking out her channel, supporting the hell out of her. I love her so much. She's just fantastic person, incredibly funny. One of those people who is just so naturally funny that it's effortless. That I'm jealous of her regularly for just being naturally so funny that it just comes out like just it's fluid. Not like it's fluid. It fluidly comes out. Not like that sounded like a diarrhea joke, but like that truly, genuinely one of the funniest people I know. Slide frames. We have to do the slide frames and slide walls still. How am I missing these? I don't know. My vision's going dark or something. I don't know. Wait, bloody. Lenny, is bloody moist not working? Oh my gosh, joke diarrhea. I moved that emote around. Goddamn it. Oh no. Bloody's extremely kind and funny, and their cosplay, chef's kiss, very nice. Yes, all true facts. All true facts of the moment. Lenny is just a moment. Like, you gotta make some commotion. Brown tries to be wholesome, ends up talking about diarrhea. Listen, fucking... It's not my fault. I was just talking about this. Why did the human brain, like, freaking evolve to be this way? That's not my fault. That's my frontal lobe isn't developed enough or something. I don't know. Can we talk about the makeup? You mean last night's makeup? Oh, yeah. We can talk about the makeup. Morgan did my makeup, as usual. Morgan did my hair and my makeup. She is fantastic. She's going to be streaming right after me. So those of you who are here, please stick around so that you can join for our little offline raid. I hope that I just hope it's a good time. I hope everyone has a good time. But yeah, the cosplay last night was very fun. I always have a blast dressing up, being able to present as Bree, and have people accept me and support me here. It's really, really nice. It's something I was shamed out of a lot when I was like younger, like when I wanted to like play dress up with like, you know, my female like girlfriends. And it is a fun thing that I just have fun with it. It's not like it's a big deal or anything. It's just one of those, like, it's really fun. So I'm glad that I have a place where I can do that and just like vibe out with the community, and still like we had a lot of fun playing Stardew Valley still. So that was great. Yeah, Jenna, what is your username from? I've actually never asked that myself. I will tell you what it could mean in Greek. Oh, cool. Clothes and makeup have no gender. Exactly. That's the whole thing. I saw a really good post the other day that was, we want to de-establish, like we want to take the power away from gender roles while supporting gender identity. You know, I think that is an important way to look at it. So, yeah. You are Greek. Oh my God. Okay, so this is what happened to me. I've talked about this before. When I lived in Florida, I was inundated with Greek culture because my best friend down there, one of my best friends down there, whose last name was Tevayeris. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm pretty sure his name is Tevayeris is how you say it. But we became friends while we were down there. And he was like, hey, have you ever had Greek food before? And I was like, yeah, I've had it like in a couple New York diners and stuff like that. But like, I haven't like had like Greek food, you know, like cooked by like someone who like prides himself on like making Greek food. Thank you so much, by the way, for that hype train, everyone. You're all so sweet. Thank you for the support. Oh, cholera is Greek ass. Wait, is great ass in Greek? And me is so with great ass? Jenna, that is amazing. Now you know that's a fantastic accidental Greek name. With great ass comes great responsibility. Jenna, you better not misuse it. I was a child genius. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. We could not have planned that. That is amazing. God, thank you for being here, Eleni, to bless us with this info. That's so good. That's so good. Oh my god. Anyway, long story short, Evan took me to like a million Greek festivals when we lived in Florida, and I got to meet all the like middle-aged Greek women who like fed me amazing food until I exploded. Taught me how to dance, do like traditional Greek dancing, which I never was very good at. I get confused by the direction changes. I just don't have a brain for dance in general in that way, I guess, maybe. I don't know. I was learning, though. I was trying to learn. And that's the thing is, like, when I was at a lot of those festivals, no one was, like, making fun of me for being bad at doing Greek dances. They were like, no, you're learning. Like, it's amazing that, like, you're embracing, like, the Greek culture. Like, this is awesome. We like to see everyone become, like, honorary Greeks. And it was, like, really great. It was fantastic. I fucking loved it. I don't know. It's, like, some of my favorite food in the world, too. Good Lord. I miss, like... I miss all the... Because we'd travel around and we go to a lot of the different Greek festivals in the area because Jacksonville area where I was living in at the time had like a really big Greek population. So we'd see the same people at all the Greek festivals and they were just like awesome. Oh my God. When we lived in Chicago when I was like 2 years old, we lived right by Greek Town. So we always like going to Greek restaurants and Greek Fest up there when we can. Listen, that is awesome. I love Greek fests. I also love Greek. Like, I haven't been to a Greek restaurant in way too long, but same guy, my friend down there, took me to. He was like, "Hey, I've eaten at this restaurant a couple times, and it's really good. I should take you there. It's run by this like 89-year-old Greek woman, and she's just like passed down these recipes for years." So we called ahead for dinner reservations, and he got on the phone and he was like, "Yeah, can I get a reservation for 2 for Taveyeris?" And the owner was on the phone with him, and she was like, "Are you Greek?" and just started speaking in Greek to him. And then all of a sudden, like, I'm listening in to the conversation, and he's starting to speak Greek, and they're just speaking Greek back and forth. And he was like, "Yeah, we got a table for 2 at like 7 p.m." And we showed up, and she greeted us at the door, and she like hugged him and kissed him on the cheeks, and led us to her table. And it was really, we got this like great spread of food that was put out in front of us, and it was like the best goddamn food I'd ever had. And she just kept coming out and piling on more and more food, and we were like, I was like, "We didn't order any of this. I'm so sorry. This is probably for a different table." And she was like, no, like, he's Greek. You both eat for free. You eat for free. And she was just piling on so much food. And, and she gave us, like, probably, like, $90 of Greek food for free. Just because she, like, fell in love with my friend, basically, and was, like, so happy. And it was, like, it was great. I want to visit and go to all the Greek restaurants and speak in Greek, all of them, and eat all the food. Oh, my God. Yeah, let's... Whenever we meet up again, whether it's at like St. Jude or wherever, like we'll have to like, I don't know if there's any good Greek food in Memphis, but we'll have to like go to one. And I told you guys the story also about the same guy. We went to a deli. We went to a Greek deli one day. Oh, by the way, Hellspawn, thank you so much for the raid, by the way. I hope you had a great stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you very, very much for raiding us. Hope you have a wonderful night. East Coast has the best Greek joints. Does it? I mean, we have a ton of Greek diners here that, like, Morgan and I get a lot of traditional Greek food from now. But it wasn't, like, as big when I was growing up, so I'm happy to see a lot more of it. But, yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I just got to check something. Is Steam downloading a bunch of shit in the background again? Yeah, why are you doing that? I paused. Whatever. The same guy, we went into a Greek deli just to, like, get some, like I'm going to say this wrong now that I have real Greek people here. Gyros? We were trying to get gyros from this Greek deli because she's like, "Oh, man, this is the place with, like, the best ones." And we ended up ordering the food at the counter, and he was talking in Greek with the girl who was around her age who's serving us. And all of a sudden, she came out from behind the counter and was like, "Hey!" and like gave him this huge hug. And I was like, "What the fuck? What is happening? I just want a sandwich." It turns out that they found out they were like third cousins because they were basically just asking each other in Greek, like, "Do you know this guy? Oh yeah, I know that guy. That's like my second cousin from like this uncle or whatever." And like they were related. And then we got invited to like a ton of the parties with this girl for the remainder of the time I lived there because they like had family. Which was like wild. So it was really happy, cool coincidence. But we ended up like getting the sandwiches for free, and then she like invited us to a party later that night, which was like really, really cool. So where are all the Greeks in here from? I'm from Volos. I probably said that wrong as well, but yeah. Seattle area Greek family from Ohio. Yeah, there's probably some other Greek Americans here. Do you know like the lineage of that octography, like where originally in the country the family was from? No, you didn't. That was very good. I'm Greek. Yes, yeah. Eleni is like straight from like Greece, which I really want to visit at some point. Like I want to visit there. I think it would be very, very cool. It looks like a beautiful country. I don't know very much about it, honestly. If I'm going to be honest, I just don't know that much about it. I grew up fascinated by, like, Greek mythology, but that's, like, you know, a different thing. But I would like to, like, I would like to visit the country at some point, just because it does look beautiful. Athens and Sparta, according to your Yaya? That's dope. That's cool. Athens and Sparta, man. Those are very historical places. Hell yeah. Oh my god, did you see that? That was a gamer shot. Just like that. The slide wall. Oh god, what's the slide wall? I have to identify this shit and find it. We're so close. I just want to finish this ride at the very least. I guess I'm just going to do this all the way down, guys. Whee! Let me wash. I wanna wash. Okay. 5th tier panels 2 times. At least the game's now in the part where it's telling me what I need to do. Oop, there's one. I think. Yes. All right, that's one. We're almost done, chat. And once we're done, everybody gets ice cream. I'm lying. I'm so sorry. Sorry to dash your hopes and dreams. Whenever I play this game, I play the polka dot station on pretzel. Wait, what? Wait, the polka dots? As much as I love this game, I do not know the deep mechanics of it. Or, wait, polka dot station on pretzel? Did my genealogy and the trail went cold in the 1910s in Pennsylvania. Wow, okay. Epic gamer moment. Well, you know I'm an aimbot. I'm an all-aim, no-brain gamer, as they call them. That's just... I do not have any other skills in an FPS shooter. My positioning is dog shit, but I can nail a headshot 99% of the time. An accomplished display of pressure washing. Well done. My Helter Skelter is undisputedly the tallest and arguably cleanest ride at the carnival, so therefore it is the best. A team of inspectors has thus failed to detect... Okay. Let's watch it get done. I'll get to read his text afterwards. I kind of don't care what he has to say. He's kind of a jerk. He's kind of a jagoff. What the heck happened in Pennsylvania in the 1910s? Is that when, is that when the Dutch arrived? I have no idea. A team of inspectors has thus far failed to detect any residual deposits. Congratulations. 7.5 out of 10? Listen, I deserve 10 out of 10, you little ass. You can actually see your character in the playback? Can you? I didn't watch that. Oh, you can now! It's the little guy! Oh my god, we're just a little guy. I didn't realize that they do that now. I wasn't watching. I just played it for you guys. It was the, I'm the streamer, so here's the jangly keys moment. Here's the shiny keys moment, chat. Oh my gosh. How did I know your other half was Dutch? Because it's Pennsylvania, and everyone I knew in Pennsylvania growing, when I was out there living in Pittsburgh, had some Dutch in them. All right, Blake Thrust. Oh, that's right. We have a new client. Blake Thrust. Perfect timing, as you can see. I've encountered a few issues with my private jet. That's what comes from flying too close to the sun, or in this case, a volcano, and the ocean. After your application and discretion with my excavation drill line, oh, it's the same douchebag. I know exactly who I want on the job, as you'll discover my jet is not without its idiosyncrasies. Oh my god. I trust you to be your usual discreet self in return for an excellent rate. This is what I mean, guys. Who cares about high school? Like, once the SATs are done, don't even use this word. There are better words to use than this one. You can see yourself jumping off the fire station in the replay. Yeah, apparently. Which is kind of cool. I wish I had as strong a tie in my Italian heritage as a lot of Greek Americans had to theirs. Sadly, every family member I know of passed away, and I don't know my great uncle's family. Oh, Chronic, I'm sorry about that. Maybe that's something that you can piece together with, like there's the DNA sort of tracking services and things like that. Get in touch with your roots in some kind of way, except it doesn't show the scaffolding, so your character just floating in the playback. I mean, technically this game is still early access beta, so like there's probably some stuff. So oh, yeah, the volcano went off. Yeah, there's the lore of the volcano that was like a pressing issue in the deep lore of the town, and then we never actually, like, I don't know. It's just weird. Pennsylvania Dutch are German descent, not Dutch? Really? Why would I know that? Why would I care? Who the fuck cares about Pennsylvania? I'm in New York. My state's way better. McDonald's acquired. I'm happy to report that the nuggets are perfect today. We love some good McNuggets. Enjoy those. My brother and my grandma did an impressive job at tracing our family back. The first person that my grandma's last name came from was an Irish captain and was in some important war, but I can't remember. Well, it's cool that you at least have that family history there. That's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. I am someone who, again, since I was adopted, my mom has a very strong connection to her Irish-American heritage, and she can trace back her lineage to Leitrim. I don't think that's how you say that word, but it's the town. It's spelled Leitrim, and so I remember talking to Sean about that years ago. And I mentioned yeah, my mom's family is from the Leitrim area. Yeah, I guess that's why, because we were talking about our favorite Irish whiskeys, and I was like, yeah, my mom's favorite family's from the Leitrim area, and they love this brand of Irish whiskey called Tullamore Dew. They've loved it since I can remember, since I was a child. And she was like, and Sean was like, oh yeah, I know that area. My family used to pass through there all the time when we'd go on countryside vacations. And I was like, that's so cool. That's really, really neat. Kind of a cool sort of mapping out of different areas and everything like that. I really want to talk to my grandpa about all the ancestry research he's done about our family. All I know is that we're very German and came over not too many generations back, and that we come from a city called Kassel. That's why I took German in high school. I mean, that makes so much sense. I think that, I mean, again, guys, I'm dog shit at Korean. I'm actually, truly fucking, I caveman grunt in Korean. When we were in LA, actually, I got a DM from someone the other day, and they were like, hey, how good is your conversational Korean, by the way? I've never asked, and I don't want to just, assume. And I was like, I can caveman grunt my way through a conversation, and that's pretty much it. But I feel like I've been trying to learn Korean since I was a kid. I just haven't had time to sit down and, I know the alphabet. I can sound out words. I know a lot of common phrases and shit like that. But I've never sat down and learned conversational yet. Just something I'll get to eventually. I'm in America. Most of us speak English, so it's something that hasn't inconvenienced me to a great degree. But as I get older and more into my own heritage, obviously that's important to me. I feel like language is such an important first exposure to culture for a lot of people out there. And it's really cool when you can sort of trace a little bit of an ethnic background and you're able to find your national language or whatever. I think that's awesome. And especially when you're exposed to it when you're kind of young, it's really, really neat. So, yeah. I know roughly where we're from. There's only so many places in Sicily our last name is from, but after my dad's dad left Buffalo, New York, and started his family with my Grammy, we've lost everything else about his parents and brothers. Oh my gosh, that's so sad. I'm really sad that you lost all that stuff, but at least again, there's some of those building blocks there. That also makes a lot of sense that Sicilian family in Buffalo, New York. Morgan and I obviously live in Rochester. Buffalo's right next door to us. There are a lot of Sicilians, a lot of Italians there for sure. Big Italian and Sicilian communities out in that area. The thing about my family is that my last name is German, but all of my grandparents on the side of my last name are Irish and Polish. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck the German came from. Maybe it was just like a marriage into the family type of thing. That's something I think a lot of people forget all the time, is just because someone has a certain last name doesn't mean that there wasn't some kind of like marrying into the family, and then over time, you know, your genetics get mixed and matched, and who knows what happens, really. So I think that there's a lot to be said about going based on name versus, like, you know, getting those like DNA tests done and really figuring out like where the hell that shit comes from. It's fascinating. I think it's really cool because we didn't really have that kind of technology, obviously, to the degree that we have now when I was growing up. And to see genetic technology like that and genetic tracing and stuff is amazing. It's really, really cool. Part of the reason that I did like a DNA test at all was, again, I'm someone who's adopted. So I've always wondered, are there, you know, like, do I have like a blood related like brother or sister or whoever out there that, like, after my mother decided to forfeit me for adoption because she couldn't take care of me as a single mom anymore, did she go off and start another family and have another kid? Do I have like a half brother out there or something like that? Like, that would be really cool to find out. I did it through 23andMe, and it's a relatively new service over in Korea. It's sort of starting to pick up more and more steam over there, like as people trace more of their lineage. But right now, the closest relative I have is like a third cousin over there. But it's fascinating because as more people get added to the database, I get those alerts that are like, you have like 7 new relatives that, you know, entered in their DNA. And as they fill out like more of that extended family tree, I get to know more and more about like my, at least my genetic lineage, which I find fascinating. I think it's really, really cool. And it's cool to see like where different families sort of branched off, like where some people, like for me, I am 99.8, I think, percent Korean, and then it's like or it's like 99 point. I'll look it up right now. It's something high. It's like, I'm like pure blood Korean, and then I'm like 0.2% Serbian or something. I'm pretty sure. I won't even look it up. I know that it's that. So yeah, I just think that's fascinating. I think it's really, really cool that we have the ability to trace that kind of stuff now. My last name is Irish, but I have so much German from my mom's side. I've always felt more connected to my mom's family anyway, so I feel connected to my German heritage. And that's something that's like another thing, right? Is there's difference between like your nationality, your ethnic heritage, that kind of thing, and you as an individual, however you decide to connect with that and explore that and discover it. Some people are just like, yeah, I just don't give a shit. I just am what I am, and I don't really give a shit at all. So I'm just never going to care like what that breakdown is. I'm never going to feel connected like I'm just American or whatever. Like, some people do that. That's totally valid. And if you're someone who's like, yo, I want to like trace these roots, I want to find out more shit about like myself, like, that's cool too. I think that it's cool that you have the option to do those things now in such an in-depth way, if you want to. And that's everyone's own personal journey about how they find out about that stuff. 99.9% Northern European, 86.6% British and Irish. Oh, wow. So you're white. You are like reflective if you don't tan in the sun. My last name is a very common Korean last name. So there have been quite a few people, like a doctor trying to make conversation asking if I was Korean, but no, I'm very white. I mean, that's fair. That is very, very fair. Again, like, certain names cross over. Yeah, there's overlap in some names that are like, oh, that's traditionally like this type of name, but it's also traditionally this kind of name, or it's like an uncommon name in this other like nationality. Like, I think that stuff's so cool to see. Like for me, for instance, like you guys know my last name's Long, but I was adopted. So it has no Asian connotation to it, but growing up, everyone just assumed I was Chinese because Long is such a common Chinese last name. And I'd have to be like, no, I was adopted from Korea, and it just, happens to be that my parents' last name can sometimes be used as a very common Chinese last name, but that is not what I am. But then I'd always be like, ironically, my dad is a doctor who wanted me to be a doctor. So, like, I still can't escape some of the stereotypes, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's really cool to trace that kind of lineage. I really only claim my Polish and Irish as I get them from my mom, especially the Polish, because my mom still kept around some Polish practices in the house, so I was speaking a bit of Yiddish. That's so cool. I love it. Yiddish is such a fascinating language. I think it's... I had a roommate in college who taught me some Yiddish phrases that I thought was, like, awesome. It was just really neat to learn a little bit more about, like, the culture surrounding that. I'm seeing if my brother can send me the ancestry stuff, but we are very European, very white, very Irish. Yeah, cool. Again, it's cool to know that stuff. Technically more white Norwegian German, but I identify more with my Alaska native. I'm going to absolutely butcher this. I'm so sorry. No disrespect. Inupiaq heritage, since that's the culture I grew up with. The other part is Filipino, but I don't know that side hardly at all. People are complex. Yeah, exactly. And you're allowed to have complex emotions based on a lot of, like how you see yourself, how, like what cultural practices you resonate with. And it's never good to like write those off permanently because like maybe you might decide later on in life, like, no, I want to connect with those things. Like for me, it was a survival thing. When I was growing up, I've talked about this a lot. I was bullied relentlessly for being Asian growing up. And it was something I couldn't hide visually. Everyone automatically knew I was Asian, but, I didn't ever bring up my Asian culture, my interest in my Korean heritage until well into my adult years, because as a like trauma survival thing, I did not want people to just have like another reason, another fixation to like make fun of me with. So I think that it's very valid no matter how you choose to embrace those things, but don't write them off totally. Maybe it's something that you'll want to revisit when you're older. Like now as an adult, I have so much Korean American pride. I am very, very involved in like learning about the culture and reading the news about what's going over there and talking to my friends who live in Korea and all those types of things. I think that that's really, really neat. I knew Piek. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm really doing my best. A lot of those, a lot of the indigenous names, like I am trying to get better at pronouncing them because a lot of them have been like really Americanized over the years as well, to the point where they're just horrible butchered pronunciations of them. So like I was on, or I am on Indigenous Talk, which is a fantastic resource for those of you who don't know. To learn how to properly pronounce a lot of things and learn a lot about like different practices that indigenous people have. My name is a common and Somalian name. My auto mechanic today just told me that my name in Turkish means looking in a mirror, and also a common name. That's so cool. It's like what just happened here with Jenna, when Mechalora, potentially in Greek meaning with great ass, which is truly my favorite thing that's ever been, like, ever happened by coincidence in this community. Like, that is my favorite fucking thing that's ever happened, I think. Just completely by chance like that. That is so funny to me. Like short eye? Oh, like okay, I see. But good on you to try. Tons of people just refer to all of us as native. Yeah, and that's another thing is like, there's some people currently speaking for indigenous people who are like a little bit more lax about it because they know that there's going to be some growing pains involved. But I think that it's we owe it to each other as humans to always make an effort, do our best to educate ourselves on different people around the world, different people, especially, that we live alongside. Like as an American, there are so many indigenous Americans. There are so many, people from different races and ethnic backgrounds. And I always want to do my best to, educate myself whenever I can on that kind of thing, because it is important. I interact with people every single day from different backgrounds. You know? I've always been curious. My mom has been able to tell me a few things, but I'd like to learn more, especially about how much of native heritage I might have. Been told I have a little, and Irish as well, as what else. Something that's interesting that's been going around on Indigenous Talk, actually, Corey, is even if you take one of those, because this just happened to, like Morgan's family, Morgan grew up like surrounded by Indigenous culture. Like she was invited to like fire circles and had, like dream catchers woven for her and like all these types of things where she was like, like in these tribal ceremonies and stuff. So she always assumed because her grandma had told her family that they had indigenous, genetics within them, and then she took the DNA test and there was no trace of it. And they were like, "Oh my God, were we mistaken this whole time? Was grandma lying? Was she just confused? Like what happened?" And then indigenous creators recently have been talking about this over on TikTok about how like 23andMe and Ancestry.com and a lot of those genetic databases actually don't have enough indigenous data yet because there's such an underrepresented population on those types of websites that, are you getting ready to go? Yeah, and a lot of them don't want to share that because obviously there's a mistrust of that kind of thing for good reason. So yeah, thank you for adding that. So a lot of it isn't compiled with enough data yet for you to cross-reference your DNA accurately against like an indigenous like genetic print. So a lot of indigenous people have been talking about that a lot online, that as more indigenous people decide to add their DNA to those databases, more and more people might find out like, oh my God, my genetic makeup is actually changing a little bit according to the results, because like now we do know that like, oh, we have like, we descended from like that particular like tribe or peoples, which I think is just like really, really cool. Native genetics is a really sore subject, and rightly so, 100%. I honestly, indigenous people have every right to distrust anything like that. So, yeah. That's been my issue too. I'm trying so hard to understand where my indigenous ancestors are from. It's a cool thing to try to figure out, and obviously, it's something that is a very nuanced subject that I think, like, obviously, like, one live stream won't allow us to ever, like, go over all of the complexities of it. But those of you who do have, any sort of indigenous representation within your family trees, that's awesome. That's, like, really, really cool stuff to learn more about and connect with, I think. That would make sense. I have family on my mother's side that are indigenous. You can see it in my aunt more than my mother. Interesting. That's really cool. It's nearly impossible to figure out familial ties on those sites and services. I thought about it from my dad's side, but my Arkansas native side would be impossible. I would just have to talk to relatives. Yeah, again, like, it's one of those things, like, I joined up because I was like, oh, it would be so cool to find out if I have any relatives that were also adopted or relatives that grew up in Korea or whatever it might be. I am so fascinated with that. I don't know if I'd ever reach out and connect with them, but I kind of just want to know, to know. It's, I don't know if there's any other fellow adoptees out there in the community. I know that there's a couple, but I don't know if they're here in the stream. But it's like one of those like questions where you're like, I kind of want to know, but I don't really want to know because my life is my life, whatever. My identity is my identity. But it's more of a curiosity of mine. So that is something that, like, I hope those services eventually at least give me the option to reach out if I wanted to. And I think that that's a really, really cool thing. Silver, thank you so much for reminding people. Alaska. Why did I say Arkansas? My brain is again, I have a tiny, smooth half of a peanut brain right now. A shelled peanut. When you break them open and then you split the peanut in half and it's just that little, like, flat on one side, smooth on the other side, like greasy peanut. That's my brain today. Sorry. I can't believe I said that, though. Good Lord. I need to go back and do the 50 nifty United States or some shit. Silver, thank you for the med check. Appreciate that. Anytime you drop that in chat, please make sure you're taking care of yourselves, everybody. My family's been in this country for maybe 100 years, so while it's easy to know the likelihood of my ancestry, the ability to find more info on one side, kind of impossible. Yeah, just sometimes records do get lost, and it's a bummer, but hopefully with those building blocks of, like, genetic research and, people trying to share a little bit more of that with the world, it's something that will at least give you maybe not all the answers, but some of them, you know? I've always been hesitant to really talk about what I had been told I had because it's probably so small and I would never want to intrude, but it'd still be really cool to know if I had any connections to which tribes and at least a rough estimate of how much I might have. Right, for you, exactly. Like for you, like there's no shame in wanting to know more about you, right? So, not the 50 nifty United States. Help me to understand my Italian side really well, but I'm cut off from my family due to them causing my mom and her kids a lot of trauma. So, options in finding that part of my ancestry are limited. No fun with the familial trauma stuff. Imagine you're keen to learn some of the specifications of the jet. Not really, Blake. I kind of just don't give a shit about rich people shit. I think my... As it's you, the Vulge. All right, Blake, whatever. I guess he's going to keep interrupting us. We're going to have to read these text messages here. Dad's side piece of oral history of our lineage alive so we can keep trace of our heritage for generations. And our bloodlines pretty much started when a Chinese merchant fell in love with an indigenous Filipina. We still have records on the Filipina side, but none on the Chinese besides for the name. Wow, that's fascinating, Lumi. That's really, really cool. Crazy how I've had the polar of that. When we did one, it immediately connected us with my uncle who had done one the year before. Wow, that's cool. That's very, very cool. Again, it's kind of like, you know, all by chance type of thing. Like you can't guarantee that other people within your family tree have entered in all that stuff. My dad's from the Caribbean, but I don't know where exactly I want to find out so I can learn about the culture from that side of family. Yeah, that would be fascinating. Did I just say fascinating? Fascinating. Wow, Minnesota. Wow, incredible. The Midwest. Tell me about your Midwest ancestry, everybody. Don't you know? Would be nice to find out more about it, to be honest. Yeah, I hope that you can at some point. Be really, really cool. Big thing indigenous people tend to say, too, is like blood quantum is a settler thing, and indigenous people in the past have told me stuff like someone tried hard to keep you from knowing that part of yourself. I think that's an important, definitely a very important thing. The genetic gatekeeping is a part of, like, fucking eugenics and shit, in my opinion. It's, like, really fucked up to, like, do that to people. It's near Jamaica? Cool, awesome. I visited Jamaica when I was a kid. We were on like a cruise or something. It was kind of cool. Honestly, I don't remember enough about it. I was too young to like fully appreciate it, but I'd kind of like to go back at some point. It's a natural curiosity to know where you're from and your ancestry and heritage because it can be a huge personal part of someone's identity. Absolutely. 100%. Serious question in chat, is Ohio considered East Coast or Midwest? I consider it. Yeah, Ohio's Ohio. Yeah, Ohio is Ohio. Yeah, it really is. It's a place. I consider it Midwest personally because, good Lord, the East. Okay, East Coast, especially in the general area that Ohio is in, we like to consider ourselves like Northeast. We're like Northerners. Ohio is way too podunk to include yourselves in that. No, Ohio gets the Midwest label. Okay? There's way too much racism in Ohio for me to want to include it in the Northeast. You ready to go? Okay. Morgan is ready to go. All right. We're going to go ahead. We're going to end on 22%, 23%. Can I hear a 24%, 24%? Let's see on this pristine-looking, beautiful power-washed vehicle. Brand new, straight out of the hangar. 24%. There's 24%. Can we hear 25%? Can we get to 25% before the end of the stream? 25% sold to Corey talking about her great-great-grandmother. Used to be able to tell us stories from that side of the family going back generations. It was so cool listening to all those stories. My mom and I tried once to find out a family tree using her incredible memory, but we never got to complete it. I have the pages tucked away safely somewhere. That's great that you have that, honestly, Corey. That's really, really cool. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end the stream here. Do not leave, though. Do not fucking leave, because Morgan is going to be streaming now. And if you guys enjoyed, especially if you appreciate those cosplays where I like, ooh, woo, cutesy, then you need to go leave some love on Morgan's stream. So we're going to do what we call an offline raid, where Morgan is not quite live yet because our internet is not good enough to allow both of us to stream. But as we're going to raid her channel, and then when she goes live, she'll have, a welcoming party, which will be great. Be very, very good. Thank you guys for talking to me about everything under the sun like we always do. I love the Power Wash streams because they're basically just chatting streams, except I get the parkour around a ridiculous, dirty playground and just have fun spraying shit, which is really, really great. Thank you, seriously, for joining me for these little adventures. Bonus stream, I mean, goddamn, I love a good bonus stream. We haven't done, a bonus. Well, we've been doing bonus streams more frequently, but in 2021, we really didn't do a lot of them. So being able to bonus stream here and there, because, again, I'm keeping tabs on my mental health and making sure that, like, I'm not burning myself out. The only time you will ever see me bonus stream is when I really feel up to doing it and really, really want to do it. So thank you to those of you who are here for it. Thank you so much for those of you who are here for it and hopefully having fun in the community. Tomorrow, I'm going to go visit my mom just to celebrate her birthday. And then afterwards, hopefully I'll be back in time to do a chill stream with everybody for Sunday like we normally do. Yeah, we'll see you. We'll see you around then. If something comes up and I can't do it, you guys know where to find me. I'll be probably bitching about it over on Twitter or something. But we're gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much to everyone who's here. Thanks for all the follows, the bits, the subs, the resubs, the gifts, the subs, the donations. All of it is unbelievably kind. I cannot believe that anyone wants to ever use their own hard-earned money on an idiot like me, but I will always accept it and always appreciate it. Thank you so much for that. If you are here just chatting, if you are here just lurking, please know your time is very valuable to us. We appreciate every single one of you who is hanging out and having fun tonight. Hope you guys have fun over in Morgan's stream as well. But hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. I love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. Gonna go ahead and can always print more money. Oh my god, you're going to jail, sport. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put it in the raid command to go over to my wonderful partner Morgan's channel at twitch.tv/treasureextrove. There better be a lot of people in this raid or I will be embarrassed because she's my partner. I can't, please don't embarrass me in front of my partner. I'll cry. I'll be so sad if you embarrass me in front of Morgan. Please don't do that. Anyway, please go be nice, be kind, just vibe with the energy over there. She has a lot more of a laid-back community than we do, so just please go be respectful and have fun. Do I hit the leave button? No, you do not, sport. No, you do not. Do not hit the leave button. I will hit the raid button when we are going, which she'll be right now, and you should just automatically go into her channel. She will not be live right away, but she will start her live, I'm pretty sure, in like a couple seconds right after it. All right. See you guys later. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you so much to everybody who was here tonight. Goodbye.